and welcome to the next session of the Lodge at Endsmeet. We ended last session returning to Endsmeet. I'd love to get a recap from one of you to earn an inspiration point. Anybody feeling saucy?
I prepared.
Okay.
Yay!
My notes are horrific.
Great.
Mine was
Tess,
last time, but I re-listened to the session.
let's hear what you got, Tess.
All right. In the aftermath of the battle from 2 sessions ago, we took a brief rest in the fountain room. Before we did that, though, Artie found a sword on the paladin's body that he then gave to Velen. Velen later identified it, and it turned out to be a cursed sword of vengeance that she now has at her side. She thinks it's great, so no problems there.
Yeah.
Artie and Claudia also found some treasure that Artie got: scroll of divination, a weird ring, daggers that we eventually found out argued with each other, potion of water breathing. We also found a blinded baby displacer beast, which Tess used her last spell slot to heal, but it was always going to be blind, so we gave it to Lilibel to protect it. And she also identified that there was a curse on Jericho called the Curse of the Leech, that she couldn't fix, but kind of advised that we deal with it sooner rather than later before it got worse. She also gave us a moon dagger that, I think I wrote this down right, it'll force a werewolf to change back into its human form if it's stabbed.
For an hour.
For an hour, okay. So useful to have in a pinch. We ran into some werewolves very, very shortly after. Raynor and Vera were tracking us in the forest, and it was tense as fuck. And we kind of sniped with them for a little bit, and then Claudia was like, "Hey Vera, can you help Jericho?" And everybody was pretty uncomfortable with it, including Jericho initially. But she did help him, and said that there were no strings attached. So we'll see about that. Jericho did get his strength back, which was good, really, because we had a Wendigo come attack us. Gideon found a Wendigo in the woods. We fought it. It was really hard because we were all depleted of resources, and Jericho was 3 levels of exhausted, but still managed to do 14 points of damage to it, which was incredible.
You just hucked a hand axe and then passed
Yeah,
out.
you just but it was important. We finally got to sleep through the night and got back to town, and Artie displayed a touching display of generosity by giving all the equipment that he had found and repaired back to the Endsmeet as a gift. He also sold the paladin's armor and got a breastplate, but he split the money with us like a pal. Tess, Gideon, and Velen had a kind of tense conversation about the Amber Hides while they weren't there, to kind of be like, I'm kind of not comfortable with the way this is going. Gideon in particular made clear that if certain lines were crossed, he wouldn't be able to participate in the group anymore, and they all agreed not to walk away yet. Tess also talked to Targan, the cleric at the Temple of Pyrrhus, about Saren, and showed him the symbol, and he kind of gave her this information that Saren's gifts are pretty easy to buy by torture, and usually people will do it to kind of obtain cursed weaponry. But when she was like, "Hey, Velen, I think your sword is cursed," Velen was like, "Nah, it's fine. We did a whole fight and it's fine." And Tess was like, "All right." And then harder to wave off, though, was the conversation that followed, where there's kind of this tense, possibly, I don't think it was really on purpose, but Claudia kind of ended up accidentally implying that maybe some people in the party might want to harm the children that are associated with the Moonies, and that hey, we should tread carefully here. And it kind of stepped on some toes and got tense for a minute. And then Artie kind of pointed out, because he had this separate conversation with the two other wares, Vera and Raynor, that they also were kind of doing this for their different reasons. They're trying to protect their way of life, and kind of not have to hide who they are. And so we're kind of in this in-between area between the Sentinels of the Shine and the Moonies. And so everything was kind of tense, and then Drenir broke the tension with garlic bread, and Velen and Claudia apologized to each other, and now we're eating garlic bread at the end.
Eating garlic bread.
You are eating garlic bread.
Which is amazing temp HP garlic bread that I wish I had. Correct.
Magic.
Well, it is the evening here at the lodge in Endsmeet that you all are recovering from the journeys, and you do indeed earn an inspiration point. So, well done, Tess. A very pleasant recap as we hop on over to the lodge map. We talked there was talk about what you guys were intending to do, but there was nothing really founded in stone, so...
There was nothing concrete. No, the only thing that we knew that we wanted to do was meet with Lilibel when she gets here, but that hasn't happened yet. So we're like...
Oh, I didn't summarize. Pen and Simic, do you want to summarize your text RP that you had? Because there was an important conversation with Claudia and Jericho that we made.
Yeah. Claudia and Jericho had an off-screen conversation because it would have taken quite some time otherwise, where they were sitting at the tavern, and Jericho admitted that he felt bad that he couldn't protect her in that fight, and that his strength was taken away, and that he was worried that he was kind of losing hold of everything that mattered to him. And Claudia basically implied that, you know, if something ever happened to her, that he should continue moving on and fighting for the family he had left, implying that the group could be his family, but he admitted that he didn't feel comfortable enough with them to trust them like that, except maybe Artie, which is funny because the biggest tension was there in the beginning, and now it's like they're buddies. And Claudia implied that the only reason that he and Artie were getting along so well is because he had an open and honest conversation with Artie, and just if he wanted to build some connections with these people, he was going to have to try a little harder, and left him to think about that as the rest of the party entered the lodge. And then, which is funny because immediately following that was the in-character conversation where they miscommunicated, and yeah, and Claudia was like, "Fuck these people, what the fuck?" Yeah, so that happened, but at least Velen apologized and Claudia apologized back, so maybe they're back on the straight and narrow. I don't understand these dice rolls.
Sorry, hold on.
I've named my daggers.
Can I hear them?
The left dagger is named Nemesis,
Okay.
and the right dagger is named Frank.
Frank?
Frank.
Nemesis and Frank.
Frank. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Frank's
The left dagger has a much cooler name.
I wrote it. Yeah, he does.
Oh, why
I
Frank?
go off.
Who got
personality,
named
man.
first? Who got named first?
Nemesis. Oh shit.
Yeah.
I'd be
The
pissed
other
if
one was
I was
gonna
like
be-
a sibling
was
set and my
talking to
parents
him.
named one Nemesis and me Frank. I'd be pissed.
I'd be pissed.
I was talking to him and I named him Frank, and the other one started talking shit, and he said, "You're gonna be my nemesis." I'm like, Nemesis.
I forgot about those fucking daggers.
I love that.
You will never forget again.
You're like, what have I done?
I didn't do it. The book did it.
It's not as bad as the bunny, though. I'll give you that.
That's good. Okay.
Did you say it was evening now?
Yeah, it's evening.
It's
It is fairly early in the evening, but it is still evening, and all of you who are in the tavern, you suddenly hear commotion coming from out on the main street. It sounds like horses. It sounds like a lot of horses, but it doesn't sound like they're in a hurry. It just sounds as if they are making their way through. Anybody who
Where the
chooses
hell
to look, which
am
in
I?
this case appears to be Artie.
I can't seem to find myself.
I'm sure there's a psychologist for that. You're over here.
Where am I?
I'll pull you into them.
Oh, thanks. Wow, I was all the fuck over there.
You're by yourself.
No wonder I couldn't find myself.
Anybody who looks sees there is a very large caravan making their way through the main streets of Endsmeet. The interesting part is that this caravan appears to be very colorful. A lot of the carts are dressed in fine silks that are of brilliant colors. The horses are being led along by people on foot. Most of those people appear to be elven in descent.
Is it a traveling show?
Oh, it's a carnival.
Doesn't look like a circus or a carnival. You don't see any like animals or creatures that are also being led aside from the horses. The next thing you all notice is the people seem to be of all sorts of origin. They appear from all over Amaranth. You see people wearing the very light, very breathable wear that you'd expect from Saris, the sort of thing that you'd wear in the desert. You see people wearing the heavy furs and hides that you'd expect from Terracona. You see exotic garments that you don't know where that's from. It's
Do we see any religious symbols?
no.
Okay.
No, you do not.
I was just
Anything
curious
else?
if it was like pilgrims or something.
I run
Anything
outside.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll all go.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
go
And I'm
investigate.
gonna wave down the closest person I see. Hey, what are you guys doing?
Okay. The closest.
Jericho, I just want to give this little flavor. Jericho's going to be just like silently lost in thought, kind of just mindlessly following Artie. So as Artie's sitting there talking to him, you just have Jericho kind of looming behind him as like that figure.
Okay.
He's a looming boy.
He is a looming boy.
The individual you speak to is a half-elven woman who looks fairly young. She may be like 15 or 16. She looks surprised by you suddenly calling out, and she says, "Oh, hello. We're Aranya's wandering caravan."
Aranya's wandering caravan. And what might Aranya's wandering caravan do? Do you sell stuff? Do you entertain people? Just moving on along?
Oh, we just enjoy the sights, travel the world.
Do you
Is
have
this something
wares
I've ever
for
heard of?
Roll a history check.
Okay.
Like, the caravan's very long, so as these
Yes.
are going by, this woman's just talking and seems not concerned at all that she's going to get left behind. With an 18, Velen, the name Aranya does ring a bell. You feel like you've heard it in a tavern somewhere. You feel
Reminds
like
me of something I can't quite remember.
it was definitely in a jovial light.
I think they like fun, says Velen helpfully.
I'm gonna kind of walk with this lady as they're going.
Okay. As this traveling troupe keeps moving, they seem like you can hear conversations going on between the caravanners. They're making jokes. They're very lighthearted. It is. You get the impression, based on the various sorts of people that gather here and just how everyone's having a good time, a word comes to mind: hedonistic.
Okay. My mind went to a dirty place.
That is
I'm sure it did, Artie.
that's not a
Okay.
terrible place to go with that word.
No,
Yeah.
it's not. I suppose. But the caravan keeps moving. They don't look like they're going to stop. So if there's anything y'all are going to try to do, you can. You have probably 10 minutes of caravan.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
So, do
I'm
you guys
gonna-
ever? Go ahead.
Sorry, I didn't mean to overlap. I was just
No,
gonna
you're
say
good.
that I was gonna start playing my panpipes and just sort of
Love that.
Oh.
playing a little sprightly like,
A lot of caravanners begin to play along with you.
and we sort of have an impromptu street concert, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll roll a performance.
Travelers
check
are
just to see.
dancing like immediately. If there's music, these people seem like they're down to party.
Okay, I rolled shit, but it's whatever.
That's not shit.
That's not shit. It's
It's a
It's a
4, but it's
13.
a 13.
it'll do. You're playing and walking, which is never easy to do, but you managed to pull it off, and the caravanners seem very, very pleased about the music accompaniment to their movements.
Yes, very good.
Real quick, I want to look. I'll look
Hey.
at Claudia,
Yeah.
and I'll just look at everybody else and I'll get closer to her. Maybe performance.
Sure. I mean, they seem like the people who'd like that. It's just been a minute. I hope we remember everything.
Yeah, you said bonding. Might as well, right?
I just didn't think you'd take me so seriously.
Trust me, I don't want to.
I guess Claudia and Jericho are gonna do a performance.
Oh,
What's that look
Okay.
like?
yeah. What does it look like when the two of you
It's lots
perform?
of acrobatics. It's Claudia shedding her. She would, I guess, get rid of the bulk of her weapons and her bags, and it's a lot of flips and cartwheels and Jericho.
Jericho throwing her.
Yeah, basically like he's the base of a cheerleader pyramid, and she just somersaults.
Okay.
When they start doing this, can I? Velen sees that they're doing this and then starts trying to match her panpipes to their act, like she's trying to improvise along with their routine, but she has no idea what the routine is. So it's
Okay, Claudia, roll me acrobatics with advantage. You can roll me performance, also at advantage because Jericho's
Natural 20.
Okay,
Hey.
a 28. Holy guacamoles. Okay.
Damn,
And a
Velen,
26.
there it is.
much better.
We
So
should just
this-
stop being adventurers.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
As this caravan is making its way in through the town, you are like marching alongside it. Jericho and Claudia is doing these crazy acrobatic performances where you're being launched and wall running off the side of buildings and around the carts, over and under the horses and the various wagons and such. And many of the caravanners are just very excited about the motions that you're making, and the music is perfectly in tune with it all.
Can Tess use thaumaturgy to, like, enhance the cheers?
Yes.
I can remember do the wave.
Oh man.
Jericho's just got this sour look on his face the whole time.
As
It's
It's
alternating
not
between
actually
thaumaturgy
sour
and-
once you guys get into it. He actually has sort of a smile.
as all of this is going on and the caravan begins to seem to cut finally the caravan train is coming toward an end, you see the last wagon is made of almost like interlaced branches and green leaves that are turning to the autumn colors that you're familiar with right now. And there is standing at the front of the wagon a beautiful, you can't tell how old this woman is. It's impossible. But what you can tell immediately is it is an Eladrin who has taken on the colors of autumn. And as this performance is happening, she leans over the edge of the wagon and she says, "All of you are welcome to join us and drink and party for the rest of the evening just outside your town."
Thank you. Are you Aranya?
"That's what they call me." And the wagon keeps rolling on by, and she says, "I hope to see you soon," as she's waving, and they're rolling on past.
Hi.
I don't trust her. Can I do an insight check?
Yeah, you can roll an insight check, Artie.
Okay.
Hell of a
bad.
show.
So more so, do I know anything about Eladrins? Are they common? Because like I know.
They're
about
not common,
Okay.
but they're not super rare. They're exotic.
Okay.
With an insight of 19, she seems lighthearted, carefree, like she wants you to come drink with them.
Okay. I think Artie thinks that all of these people are hypnotized.
Okay.
That's what I'm going at.
Alrighty.
Cult.
It's
You
a
know-
You gotta
cult.
go to this party,
It's
right?
100% a cult.
What did you say, Tess?
You gotta go to this party.
I was
I-
gonna say the same thing.
I think it might help kind of loosen us up a little bit.
I'm not gonna turn down a chance to cut loose. By the way, you two, what a show!
Thanks. It's been a minute, so I was worried that we wouldn't remember what to do.
You were
We've practiced
perfectly-
enough.
You were perfectly in sync. It was great. I thank you for letting me be a part of it.
Thanks for. It's always better with music, and I was surprised you could improvise like that.
Mostly, I was
That's
just
just
watching
really
you
well.
guys and trying to match up the pipes with your pipes. So good job.
Thank you.
Yeah, the reaction timing is solid. Did well.
But yeah, I think we might could all use a party, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Hopefully Lilibel comes before then, so we're not
Yeah.
all
Do we have any idea when she's coming? She didn't really say, did she?
No, she just said tomorrow.
Didn't she say she'd meet us on the outside of town?
She did.
Maybe we'll run into her partying.
That
The
would
outside
be
of town.
kind of hilarious, actually.
I'm sure it would draw her attention, and it will be on the outskirts of town.
I
We'll
look
keep an eye
at
out.
Gideon and Artie. So, what do you guys think?
I don't trust her.
I
Not
don't
Lilibel.
trust anybody.
No. I trust certain people.
What's wrong with
You-
her?
It's okay. It's to get a group of that many people on the same energy level. I don't believe it. People are too erratic.
They didn't
and
seem
these-
erratic to you?
No. They all seemed very in sync.
Maybe
You know what I
because
mean?
they've
Like,
spent
you get
a
a
lot of time
populace-
together.
You get a large group of people, right? There's always going to be some anomalies on each end, right? They're not all going to be very similar.
Artie, can I
So-
ask you a question?
Yeah.
When is the last time you went to a concert?
I don't think I've ever been to a concert.
All right.
I mean, I've heard people play music, but not like an actual concert.
Sometimes you can really get a vibe going, just like a real groove, and just everyone is in the same groove and everybody's dancing at the same time. And that was the sort
Never-
of the everything
never been
that I
there.
was getting
Yeah,
off of
never
that
been
wagon.
there. Don't get me
those wagons.
wrong. I'm 100% down to go.
Good.
You just
Tell
don't
me I
trust
don't
them.
trust her.
I'm not really much of one for crowds. Maybe I'll hang back and look for Lilibel.
Let's see if we can find Lilibel first. They're gonna be there all night, I assume.
Yeah, I think that's our first priority.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, if we find Lilibel
well-
at the party, that is going to be a very interesting day, night, whatever.
What were you saying, Tess?
While we're waiting, we might as well, get ready for the party. And she's gonna get to work, taking like leaves and like any fallen branches and like using druidcraft to help her make little like coronets for everybody that are like autumn coronets that we can all put on our
Aw.
heads.
That's
So
Well,
we
that's
can
awesome.
like, look fancy for the party. This
I'm
is
gonna
like
take
all.
my armor off for this.
This is what she will be doing while we debate and talk and wait for Lilibel.
While you're getting ready and stuff like this, Drenir does. There are some customers in the tavern as well, and Drenir looks to you all and he says, "Anybody mind telling me what that ruckus was about?"
I don't know.
I think
Kind of
this
a
lady
Caravan.
hypnotized the whole town of people.
Oh my god.
I don't think that. I don't think that's
Conspiracy
what
theory
happened.
already strikes again.
Mhm.
It was a whole caravan of partygoers who are setting up outside in the woods for tonight. Aranya?
Say that they were all elven?
No,
Not
they were
all
all
of them.
they were all
There's-
over the place.
Drenir would look at Artie and say, sometimes I imagine the truth of any situation is somewhere in between what Velen says and what Artie says.
Oh.
Yeah, see? He
It's
agrees.
probably a good thing to assume.
Sounds that accurate.
So between harmless partygoers and cult leader with slaves?
Yep.
Somewhere in the
Right.
middle? What is that then?
People, I guess.
Ah,
Those are really opposites, honestly.
yeah, middle ground.
Journey, have you ever heard of this Aranya person?
Let me roll a history for Drenir. It's not likely.
I apparently have 12 pounds of costume clothes in my
Wow. Can I have some for the party?
Yes.
Drenir says, "Nope, can't say I have.
Huh.
That's not really my scene, though."
We're gonna go check it out for you a little bit later.
Yeah, she invited
Keep it-
us.
We'll keep
Oh.
an eye out.
I hope y'all have a good time.
That's the plan. Hopefully Artie will learn that they're not hypnotized.
I hope I do.
Or maybe we'll
If
learn that they
not-
are.
Yeah, if not, we're in some shit.
Whatever
That
the
would be-
reality is, I hope you all have your wits about you.
I do think it's a good idea to have our wits about us and not just go nuts at the party regardless of whether anybody's hypnotized.
I'm gonna make a metal hat.
Drenir look.
Protect my brain.
Right, that'll do it.
Yeah.
Drenir will look over at Gideon and he'll say, "You two, you're going to go get your party on."
Well, it's not really my thing.
I got a chessboard here I could use some company with if you're
Old
not
ranger
occupied.
guys don't party, apparently.
Dad's playing
That
chess.
sounds good.
Yeah.
Right?
Tess is making you a crown anyway, Gideon.
Thank you, Tess.
I'll look at Drenir and I'll. You know, when they're gonna be holding that there, oh, well, fuck, I don't remember what they called it, but the pit out back or whatever it is.
Fight pit.
Oh, you're looking to brawl the old bear, huh?
Or I am.
It's
Does
not.
Knuckle run?
He doesn't run it, but he certainly takes part. That's not for a few weeks.
Okay. Appreciate it.
That's at the
do you
Turning
think you-
Festival. I'll let you know.
What?
The Turning Festival.
When's that?
Full moon?
No. Okay.
That makes sense.
I forgot you were like raised under a rock.
Well, more like under a house, but yeah.
The Turning Festival is the celebration of when Malachor separated from Aurelia. They turned themselves free. It's like their Independence Day. It's a big deal for them. And we just kind of take it as an excuse to drink.
Oh. I can get behind that.
Yeah, I thought you could. Especially since it means you get to try and beat up old Bear.
You know, I beat him in an arm wrestle.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
Maybe let you win.
What does that mean?
You see Drenir like looks at the rest of the group and he says, nothing?
The little on edge.
Take
Long
your
couple days for us.
take your victories like when you get them and quit looking for an edge to it, huh?
Sorry. Most things usually have an edge. I'm just not used to. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Thanks.
I think he could do with some loosening up. I think the party's a good
Uh-huh.
idea.
Yeah.
Just if you decide to partake in some of their companionship, maybe be careful.
What does that mean?
Don't worry about it.
They're gonna
Right.
hypnotize us. That's what it means.
We can't be friends?
There's no. It's.
We can be friends, just keep your pants
I
on.
feel like I'm accidentally educating these kids. Some
Why
kids-
would I take my pants off?
You wouldn't.
Yeah, exactly.
And
She-
Drenir turns and goes into the kitchen.
uh,
I think the
He's-
less clothing you have on, the easier it is to be hypnotized.
What?
yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Stay fully clothed.
Okay.
I can make you a hat too, a metal hat.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna make the equivalent of a tinfoil hat.
I'm sure you are. It's
Yeah.
not
Can
going
I-
to give you any advantage on anything.
It's not.
It's going
but
to
it
give
will
you
in my
disadvantage on
mind.
some charisma stuff.
Sure.
He's wearing a tinfoil hat.
Yeah.
Party, can I at least put some leaves and flowers on it?
Yeah, sure. I just need the protection part first, then you can decorate it however you want.
You don't have to make any rolls. You make a tinfoil hat
Yes.
I love it.
And I'll give it to
With
Tess to
flowers on
decorate.
it.
with flowers.
Do you have any rubber?
Rubber?
This is
Wax?
oddly contextual. Oh.
Oh. Oh.
I was just thinking for earplugs.
Echo.
I don't know what
Sorry.
the fuck.
Echo.
Jesus.
Sorry.
Echo.
I don't know.
I'm assuming I would have some rubber, right?
That's why I was asking you.
Probably,
Yeah,
yeah.
sorry for the sorry.
Yeah, I'll go through my little box of stuff in my bag. I'm gonna pull out a couple little pieces of.
I was just
rubber,
thinking
I
it would
guess.
be good to maybe make some earplugs.
So, okay, on top of the hat, so we don't get hypnotized. Gotcha.
As part of the
Well,
as part of
that-
the junk that you got from Tarly, there's lots of like old boot soles and like what are like O-ring gaskets probably for like a churn, things like that.
Perfect.
Lots of little scraps of rubber.
I was just thinking that if Gideon has to catch up with us in a crowd, it might be good if he had earplugs because it's going to be very loud. I don't know.
No, I like where you're going with this
I'm not
because you can't be
allergic.
hypnotized if you can't hear.
Don't want
I-
Gideon to get tinnitus.
It was just a thought.
Now I'm making earplugs. I gotcha.
I appreciate your concern, Velen. I'll be alright.
Okay.
I thought Gideon was staying here to play chess with Junior.
Right, but if he has to catch up with us while we're
For
split,
whatever reason.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
because I don't know. It was I don't. I
great
can't
idea.
explain why my.
Didn't
Okay.
you find the ring?
In your tent.
Yeah.
Teleport
This is
ring.
out of character.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
found
Yeah, the
it.
ring was found.
You know, you could always send it back to Gideon if we need him.
Ah.
That's smart.
Well,
That's- Wow, you can turn something completely useless into something not so useless.
That is not useless. That might be one of the most useful things I've ever seen.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's useful when you're thinking outside the
It has a
box.
very specific use.
Yeah.
I
Like
think,
this.
I think Artie has it now because Tess gave it to Artie.
Yep.
Do I? Okay, cool.
So you should have it in your inventory, and if you want to be the one to summon,
I do now.
Gideon,
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna have my tinfoil hat and my earplugs, so they can't hypnotize me. So perfect.
I love this. I love your commitment to the bit, dude.
You're lucky I didn't make my other character. It would have been the whole goddamn campaign.
Oh no. Okay.
Okay. Do we want to go searching for Lilibel? I mean,
Yeah.
if you guys want to follow me, we could just kind of walk around the edge of town yelling Lilibel.
I mean, you could do
I
your-
don't think we do that.
Why?
Well,
We don't
We
want her to
don't-
kill us.
well,
Nah,
I just-
she likes us.
Because it's annoying.
Yeah, I
we
mean,
might
the
disturb
owls.
some people in the town.
She's an owl. I don't know about you, but I'm not too good at finding night creatures just
He
at
also
night.
said she would find us.
I don't think she's gonna find us in this tavern. So.
That's
Well, then we'll go out and hang out on the outskirts of town, or we could
Yeah.
go to the party early. I'm just saying we could go early.
No, you're gonna be fashionably late.
what does that mean?
That means that you look too eager if you go too early. You gotta set a statement.
Eager
know.
for what?
Or you can be eager, and
Is
eagerness
this
is
what
fun.
companionship means?
Yep. Mhm.
Oh,
Okay.
Trying to understand.
We'll have a talk later. Claudia.
Yes. Let's all learn from each other, especially Artie. I'm very curious how Artie reaches his conclusions.
Me too.
Mhm. You don't want to know what's going on up there.
Oh,
I don't say 95% of the shit that goes on up there.
it's probably the best.
You just hear the good stuff.
What time is it, DM?
Now it is about 6 o'clock in the evening.
She said evening, so let's go. Let's
Okay.
let's skirt around the outskirts. Let's do like a full circle around Endsmeet, and then head towards where all of the noise is.
Do you think this is gonna piss off the Moonies, or they might try to attack this thing?
Caravan?
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with them.
Plenty of bodies to turn for their
Mhm.
war, so maybe.
Yep. That's what I'm getting at.
Possible, but I think
Maybe
that
we should.
that Eladrin is more than meets the eye, and she may be a force to reckon with, even for them. I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe.
trust me, I believe you.
You think maybe we should let Junior or Knuckle know?
About the caravan?
I just.
We
maybe
filled
the-
Junior in on everything, by the way.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think we should invite Knuckles to the party. I think he's a guy that could use a party.
Is that tacky to invite someone to a party that we were invited to?
It might be bad manners.
I don't know. Maybe they're more the merrier type.
If they have a party going down in the center of town, and everyone can just like go by and see that it's happening, I don't see
It's-
anything wrong with at least
It's on
telling
the
them.
It's on the
outskirts of town.
But I do think it would be strange if they got upset at you for bringing a +1. That's what I think.
Okay. Yeah. I don't care if you invite him.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah.
Old Knuckles then scout the town for Lilibel?
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. What was the names that you said before? You said Malachor and
Aurelia.
The
Aurelia.
cities.
Oh, those are cities.
Yeah, they're on the map.
Aurelia is a country.
I know. Yeah.
Malachor is a city. It's the capital of Nosvidania.
Oh, Svidania. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. All right. Little knuckle.
Let's go.
Okay.
All right, so
Jericho
y'all are
shouldn't
going to
invite him.
appear at Old Knuckles Fortuna Station. Okay. Do you all just like show up and appear as you head toward Fortuna Station? It's later in the evening. The suns are setting, and you see Old Knuckle is outside working on one of his carriages. Well, he would be, except he is standing there, and it looks like he's having a conversation with someone. And as you're getting closer, you realize it is the mayor. It's Nod.
How
You
far
guys
back are
look awful busy.
Um,
Can I read their lips with my?
I just went straight up and
okay,
This
so
could be a beforehand read your lips.
Tess,
Yeah, okay.
Tess, you see the Nod say, as you're reading his lips, it looks like he says, "New trouble," and then Jericho walks up, and
You guys look busy.
Old Knuckle turns and says, "Hey there, Jericho. Oh,
Too busy to party?
what?" And the mayor looks at you and he says, "It's a pleasure, Jericho, to see you again. What
You
do you
too.
mean by too busy to party?"
Well, I mean, you can come too if you want, but there was this wandering caravan.
Oh, no, that's not quite up my alley, but I hope you all have a fun evening. And
Have you heard of them before? Before he walks away.
They've come by before. It's been a couple of years, but
You trust them?
I wouldn't trust them with me wallet.
Are they all like there on their own free will, or
I don't.
He thinks
Yes?
that their leader hypnotized all
I
of
think
them.
their leader is a hypnotizer, cult leader.
That.
I'm really good at reading people.
I have no idea.
Okay.
I don't think so.
That doesn't mean no.
You're right.
Gotcha.
I'll see you later. And he's kind of tips his hat to Old Knuckle. And
The stupid little metal hat on his head
walks
with
away.
flowers
Yeah,
laced
you are
through it.
not being taken seriously. Old Knuckle turns and looks back and says, "Oh, you're heading to the caravan's party that passed through.
Thought we'd ask you to come. Maybe.
I was thinking I might stop by later or get maybe some whiskey in me."
Oh, wonderful.
Are you gonna search for companionship?
Oh,
Old
Yeah, just,
Knuckle like blinks and says,
he,
"I hadn't considered it."
yeah, just a friend to drink with.
Apparently, there's a lot of that over there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you not know what sex is?
I've heard. I mean, I know what it is. Is that
What
what
they
I've
need.
been saying?
Yeah.
What did he tell me?
Well, I just.
Old
did.
Knuckle actually just. Right.
Oh.
Well, if
I'd
you're
have
so
been making
inclined
friends.
to be educated, I suppose that's a good opportunity. I hadn't really given it much thought. Thank you for asking.
Well, she didn't know what it
Oh,
meant, so-
sorry.
I think he
Right.
meant about the party.
Oh.
No,
Okay,
he said
well,
he'd drop by.
I was thinking I'd drop by later. Yeah, after I closed up round here.
It'll be good to see someone we know there.
I'm sure you'll see many of the folks around town. These sorts of things don't happen often, and everyone around here is bored as piss until something interesting happens. I mean,
Anything interesting on the horizon?
there's a war going on.
Yeah, we kind of
Well-
been in the middle of it.
There is that.
Right. But as far as things the common folk can be entertained by, this is pretty much the height of it. I think Drenyer was talking about trying to find some minstrels to come by next week, but this is it.
You
We need minstrels?
real
He
good at the
turns and
pantry.
says, "I am not Drenyer. You can talk
I'll
to
ask
him
him.
about it."
I will ask him.
What were
Is
you
it for
saying,
the
Jericho?
festival of the turning?
Yep.
You want some help closing up? Maybe get it done quicker. Have the night free.
You good with a wrench or a screwdriver there, Jericho?
Sure I am.
And he
For
turns and looks
remedial
over at
tasks.
Artie and says,
His
"I
eyes
get the
go
feeling
wide.
you know what you're doing with some
Mhm.
tools.
Yes, I do.
I got some repairs to make on these here wagons. You help me finish them up, I can close it up."
I'm gonna walk over, just start casting mending on everything.
That's not...
I pull out my little scanner and it just starts 1 minute per cast. I gotcha. We'll get out of here
I
shortly.
need that to open.
Okay, gotcha. You just tell me exactly what you need.
Just
I'll get it down to the specs.
reattach these hinges. That's it.
Should we
Uh-huh.
look for
Okay.
Lilibel while this is happening?
Yeah.
Maybe they can catch up. I know
Uh-huh.
Jericho can find us if he needs to. He's got a
So,
nose.
Jericho and Artie, you're going to assist Old Knuckle in closing up Fortuna Station so that he can come with you
Yeah.
to the caravan party.
Party
Okay.
bear.
Yep.
Party bear.
What is at Fortuna Station? Well, like, is it?
Stable,
Does he
isn't it?
have stuff? Does he have, like, does he sell stuff or like? I know he just gave us a stew, but is it like a specific
New
store?
store.
He just
I think
gives
it's
people
just-
stew. No,
Yeah,
that's all he does. Fortuna Station is basically a delivery service where he has all sorts of carriages and carts where people either have parcels, messages delivered, or
It's Uber.
they... No,
Uber.
he doesn't drive anybody around.
It's Postmates.
No.
man, finish
He-
it.
he-
Because it's just
He handles deliveries, he handles information, and he also rents out carts and carriages.
Very
There
good.
is a stable attached to it as well, so he tends to those horses. He's very much like...
Like a courier in livery, not like a
Yes, thank you.
postman.
gotcha.
Tess is gonna tap Artie's shoulder and give him the blessing of the trickster and also some guidance, while he's around the horses.
Oh.
All right.
Just
Stay
kind of look like, got you back, looking out.
Yeah, Jericho's basically just gonna like use his strength to pick up anything that needs to be moved or held while being fixed.
Sure. The
I'm
rest...
giving him outlandish ideas on to improve his carts with guns and boosters.
Old Knuckle seems to patiently dismiss the ideas.
I got you if you need though, so like just let me know.
I will keep you in mind,
You kind of get used to it.
I imagine. You'd kill the little guy otherwise.
Or you don't, not my problem.
There's also that.
Anyway, as you are assisting him in closing up Fortuna Station, the rest of you were talking about searching for Lilibel on the outskirts of town.
Yeah. Let's take a nice loop.
Okay. Gideon, what are you doing?
And cool.
And for Lilibel?
Okay, I just didn't know if you were with the group or not.
Neat.
Okay. Why don't the three of you give me... Four of you give me... How many are you? 4. Why don't you guys give me a perception check as you look for Lilibel?
I
All
use
of
my
you.
nose.
Yeah, you can
Follow
sniff
your
for her.
nose.
I know what she smells like. Natural 20.
Hey,
I smell owl poop.
the guidance, and also Gideon's training is paying off.
Yeah.
With a 22, you do not smell Lilibel. She's not here.
I'm
You're confident
in
of it.
that. Okay. She's not anywhere near here. You don't
She'll be
think-
along.
Well, I'm kind of worried now.
You just had shit to do in the forest, maybe. She didn't give us a specific time. I don't think we should worry about her. She can take care of herself.
Whether she can or not. Isn't Jericho still stumbling around on his feet? We're not ready to go out looking for her, looking for trouble again.
True. He's still worn out.
Oh, I still am exhausted. Fuck, 2 levels. Yeah, I forgot. God damn it.
Doing acrobatics and stuff.
Well,
Claudia
it
didn't
was
have me
Claudia. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty light. He just needs to heave me. I do all the spins.
As you guys are like wandering around the outskirts of Endsmeet, a kind of familiar elderly woman walks by and says, "You all the rapscallions wandering where you shouldn't be looking for folks. I swear all of you are going to get me a hernia as I'm dealing with all these problems and picking up after yous here over here." And just, it's,
Who is that?
you've met her before.
I don't know who she is.
It's fine.
Okay.
Don't know who we are either.
Sorry.
You watch your step now. We don't need you getting in trouble, getting injured out here on the edge of the forest. There's monsters about, I tell you. And she wanders off back toward the city.
Do I smell any smells I recognize besides the lack of Lilibel? Good cat.
Roll another perception.
Dang.
Yep. You smell a smelly smell. It
That smells smelly.
smelly. You smell the townsfolk that you recognize. You don't smell any new smells that are alarming to you.
So it's the entire caravan.
Well, yes, you smell all of that, which is lots of incense and spices and cinnamon.
What were you saying, Tess?
At least it's not peppermint. It would dominate your whole sense. This is dumb, but as the old lady is walking away, because Tess is like low-key kind of a prankster, can she use thaumaturgy to like make some like little tremors where she's stepping? Just
To scare this little.
Yeah, you can.
You're gonna give that woman a heart attack.
Roll a con save for her.
As she's
Oh.
walking,
Don't
suddenly
shoot me.
where she steps, the ground trembles, and she, oh, everyone get inside! And she immediately runs to the nearest building, where the thaumaturgy
weird.
can no longer reach, but she is terrified and no longer outside.
Okay.
well, I didn't mean to scare her that bad.
Okay,
Just a little old lady.
what did you
Just tremors in the ground. You know?
Just an earthquake, just a little one.
Would it be considered an
What?
amaranth quake?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Pretty sorry.
Okay,
I am. So sorry.
well, you did that. She's gone.
I did that. Tess thought it would be funny. She immediately regrets it.
No, it was funny.
We move on. We move on.
Should we go to the caravan and wait for Artie and Jericho?
We can,
Uh,
but do you want to dress up for the party?
Yes. Velen, you're muted.
Velen.
I have some costume clothes that I can share.
I
want
have a
to wear
disguise
those-
kit.
I
I
want
think
to
between
wear
the
all
two
of
of
that.
I think between the two of us, we can get you a pretty good outfit.
We can make it happen.
Yay.
Okay, so Tess, Velen, Gideon, and Claudia head back to the lodge to prepare for the party. Artie and Jericho. To repair these carts, it's not difficult work. It's just tedious. Artie, with your numerous tools and experience dealing with the basic contraptions that would run a cart, you could fix this thing in like 5 minutes. But I imagine somehow your own creativity and ideas will get in the way of that. So,
100%.
do me a favor and roll me a wisdom saving throw
Mhm.
to see if you can stay on task.
Nope.
Oh man.
I cannot.
That's a natural one.
Ooh. I kind of want to give you an
Stay
instant,
on
but,
task.
No, we got this.
No.
yeah.
Okay.
Fuck.
So I'm telling you, if I get booster, I can take this version of the gun, right? And if I put it on the back, it can give it extra speed. That's all you need.
Artie.
It'll double your time.
You're not. It's not my. Just please, just fix the hinges. It's
Okay.
whatever you want to do. Just get it done so we can be done.
Don't say that. Don't ever say
Whatever
those
I want.
words to
Got it.
him.
Okay.
Don't ever say what words to him.
Do whatever you want. Oh.
Yep. I'll do whatever I want. No problem.
Well, no,
Start
just
going in my
fix.
bag.
Please, just
Uh-huh.
fix the cart.
It'll be so much better than before.
Artie, please. These aren't our parts.
This is your natural one.
Yeah. What do, Artie?
I'm in my bags. I'm trying to strap like old ghetto pistols that I didn't quite finish on there.
I just want to pick him up, like, not like aggressively, but I'll just kind of like put my hands on his shoulders and hold him up a little bit, like.
I'm trying
Artie,
to help. Okay.
He doesn't want it.
Yeah, told me whatever.
Why are there
That's-
guns on this wagon? That's
No. It's not guns though. It's just gonna be like almost like a propulsion.
this is a gun.
Yeah,
It's,
it could be.
no,
it's
it
not
has
quite.
a trigger.
That's how you make it go fast.
All right, maybe I can handle this. Why don't the two of you just?
Pew.
Nope. Why don't the two of you just head on in toward the caravan and I'll catch up with you, huh?
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Okay. We can work on it tomorrow.
Nope. Just head on. Go on ahead.
do it.
Okay. Just trying to steal all the glory from me. I'm trying to help out, you know? That's it.
As we start walking, I just look at Artie and I go, I wanted to have a conversation with him. He kind of killed it.
Go talk to him then. I was just trying to help him out, you know? Double efficiency. Maybe make him some more money.
He said he didn't want it.
Oh, okay. That's why I'm leaving. If you want to go back and talk to him, I'll meet up with you.
Nope, I'm just gonna go get drunk and enjoy the night.
Yeah, so am I.
Alright, good, let's go.
Give me your. Where do you keep your coin? Your coin on you? No. Just hear me out here. Do you keep your coin on you?
Of course.
Okay. Where do you keep it? Do you have like a pouch?
Oh,
Have
I
a little
don't
face.
know. Yes, I have a pouch.
Okay. Let me see it.
Roll persuasion.
The tinfoil hats really sound it.
Yeah.
Sure. Here, and he gives it to you.
I do my magical tinkering and put an alarm on his coin pouch.
Oh,
The same way I have it on my mine. So if anybody touches it besides me or him, it's gonna yell, "Intruder alert! Intruder alert!"
Okay.
well, thank you, Artie.
Yeah. She told us to watch her coin purse. I don't trust these people we're going to hang out with, but I do want to party.
Yeah, you're right. The mayor did say he wouldn't trust them
Mhm.
with their wallet. All right. Well,
I could do it for like another 2 or 3 people.
You see, as you are heading in the direction of the caravan, across the street, wearing comfortable Ceresian-inspired clothes, Nezik.
He's going to the party.
is that me and Artie, or?
Yeah.
Oh, you think Nazik's coming?
Zeke, I'm liking the wardrobe. Good color scheme.
He looks over and he says, thank you. Is a relic of my home.
Yeah,
Looks nice.
I'm quite familiar.
More comfortable than the typical robes that are the vestures of my image.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
familiar with it.
Are you going to the caravan?
Of course I am. I am hoping to get really hammered.
Mm-hmm. I'm right there with you.
Hmm?
Honestly, I didn't expect this.
It can't all be smoke and mirrors. A guy has to relax, you know. I can't always be making bargains and deals that everyone can be so happy with.
You're right about that. Fucking, let's go get hammered.
Nazik accompanies you as you head to the caravan.
Hell
All right.
yeah.
Everyone else, you're getting dressed up to go to the party.
Yeah.
What does that look like?
Well, Claudia asks Velen and Tess specifically, can you make me look pretty?
Yeah. I mean, you're
Well-
already pretty.
Right, like you already are. So it's really just a question of, do you want to look pretty like you, or do you want to look pretty like a wild stranger that is not you at all?
I think that one.
All right, let's do it.
Wild stranger. Got it.
Okay. Dress me up.
Okay, so
Bella
Guys,
is
get in costume.
all in, just pulling out like stuff from her costume kit, which is like
I take my
I
armor
apparently
off.
have a ridiculous amount of costume stuff in my kit because I have 2 pounds in one or 4 pounds in one part of my inventory and 8 pounds in another part. So it's just like all of this, just it's a lot of costume stuff, scarves and weird pants and just something covered in sequins and just throwing it around like
okay.
the clown car of luggage is happening right
The
now.
montage of girls just want to have fun is what I'm trying to say.
Yes,
She has
exactly.
a disguise kit in addition. She has a disguise kit in addition to this, so like all kinds of makeup,
Yes.
like even more clothes. Like it's a time. It's a vibe.
Okay. So, as you are basically decking out Claudia, I'd like a sleight of hand at advantage for the disguise kit Tess, because Velen is helping you.
Okay.
Hang on, cat
Meow.
difficulties. Pretty good. Hey.
I feel like
A
I'm
natural
A
20.
natural 20? Am I the
Jesus Christ.
cutest I'll ever be ever?
You look pretty fantastic as the disguise kit is applied to you. The makeup is well. You are decorated. It is glorious. And as you are dressed up in all sorts of costumes from Velen, you basically look exactly how you want to look.
She's actually gonna, after Tess finishes and she sees herself and she's very pleased, she's gonna kind of lean over and whisper to Tess, do you think Thomas will be there?
I think he might.
Oh.
You want to invite him? We can look.
I just, if he's there, it'd be nice. I don't want to do anything stupid.
It's not stupid. That's why you're getting dressed up.
Yeah. Kind of. Let's just go. Oh, are you guys gonna get?
I think Velen is gonna go basically as normal Velen, but with more like glitter makeup on her face. So just like ordinary armor and shit, but then glitter.
Claudia's not wearing her armor, so hopefully nothing happens.
Tess is in fact still wearing her armor, and she doesn't really need. She does like a little bit of makeup, but like really, what she actually does is kind of some like subtle alterations to herself, such that remember back in like session 2 where we were in the Fae place and Tess like kind of subtly transformed to be hot Tess instead of kind of nondescript normal Tess. She's hot Tess tonight.
Hot Tess.
Yeah, hot Tess.
Yeah. So,
Raises up the cheekbones a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. The
Okay.
glam look.
I need a model for Hot Tess.
I'll think about it. I'll look.
Okay. As you have dressed yourselves up, you've made yourselves hot. We're going to use this opportunity to take a quick break before we get into the caravan party. So,
Good. I
Turbo
can get some
party!
water.
Oh
I like-
fuck! Actually,
I'll be back in 10.
All right, well, I have something to ask you when we come back down there, girl.
Okay.
I'm
Nothing will
gonna
go wrong. Everything will
have
be
to
fine.
give you an inspo.
I'm sorry I keep interrupting people tonight. I promise I'm not trying to.
No.
Some of
Don't
the
be sorry.
sound
There's
issues
just
yeah, we all just
Yeah.
want to say something. It's totally
I've
valid.
been
honestly,
struggling with that.
I'm having trouble hearing you. Tess. I don't know if it's just not picking up some of the times, or if I need to turn you up. But I am having trouble hearing you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I actually am on my regular laptop tonight because it's the one that actually doesn't have sound issues, that isn't like always cutting in and out. So it's maybe
Gotcha.
Totally had no problem hearing you tonight. So weird.
yeah.
It might
I'm-
just be me, because over the past couple of days, I've had a lot of technical issues with my accounts and everything, and settings being reset. So I might just have to adjust your volume again.
I might also just not be talking loud enough. But basically what I'm doing is I'm on my regular laptop for the like chatting part, the talking part, and then on the laptop where like the map and stuff and Foundry actually works on my other one.
Split
So
it,
we
I
just
see.
Gotcha.
have two of
Okay.
them. It's just
Yeah,
gonna be
your
the same.
volume was set down to 60. Say something?
That must. Oh, because I think it was before I had the sound issues. That I didn't have the like clear, crisp
Oh, yep.
Echo.
That's
on
right.
before.
Yep, okay.
Makes sense.
Well, I've turned you up now, and I can hear you better. So,
Bad.
might do the trick. Oh, I see. Who's
Yeah?
that in the background?
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm excited about this party.
We're gonna get turned.
Yeah, nothing's gonna go wrong. It's gonna be fine.
And Marty's gonna be completely right. It's gonna be a cult leader.
Absolutely, 100%.
You think so?
Actually, okay, and no, well,
But the tinfoil hat is going to do absolutely nothing. That is what.
well,
I'm
sure, that it's not gonna do anything, but like, is she a cult leader?
they did tell us not to like get too companionable, which makes me think that they really can like do some sort of charm thing. So we'll see. I can you remind me though, which one is Thomas?
Thomas was the one that Claudia saved. The injured white wolf.
Oh no, I forgot. Okay, so not the not one of the ones that like we spared in the battle. Because
No. This guy was. Do you remember when Tess and Claudia? He was being
That's right.
borderline killed by Raynor, and then Claudia crept
Yeah.
out of the bushes to give him a health potion.
Yes, I remember that. That was his name. There's a lot of names I have trouble keeping
Yes.
track of.
I keep a whole list because I also need reminders.
Like I'm only up on it like today and up on the names because I re-listened to the session and took notes.
I re-listened
like-
to all of the sessions because I'm allowed to do that work, and work is boring without it.
I get
Hey,
my
I'm
new
gonna be
phone
back.
tomorrow. God, I'm so ready to go back to being able to listen to D&D stuff at work.
Yay! That's the only reason I'm alive. D&D stuff at work.
All week last week, I went with no music, no podcasts. I almost went insane.
I'm so sorry.
All right, because I also stopped smoking last week, so
Ooh, you doing patches
Rough.
or?
nothing. Cold turkey.
Oh, you're a fucking sicko.
Oh,
I'm good now. Like it's been a week since I've had anything, and I'm chilling.
Did you vape or cigarettes?
Vaped, but I smoked
okay.
cigarettes for 10 years before the vape.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Oh yeah, it is. I've
Keep
tried
on
quitting
keeping
like
on.
3
Yeah.
times this year.
Good job.
This is, thank you. This is literally the hardest thing I've ever done.
January to April, I quit for 4 months, but fucking went back. But
My mom managed to quit because she was having echo, and she never went back after that. But it was real hard.
oh yeah,
This was the second time I've quit, and it was, surprisingly enough, it was easier this time than the first time I quit. So I quit, what I think was 3 years ago, when I first got together with my ex. I quit for that reason. And then things just got super stressful after she left with like bills and all that kind of stuff. So I started up again, and I've been doing it for 2 years now. And then I just quit because I started feeling bad again. So it's like no more of this.
Alright,
Rooting for
side
you,
note.
man.
Yeah, kudos on that. Side note. Nobody thinks these people are hypnotized?
We actually talked and we said watch already be completely 100% right. What we
I
do
hope
here.
he does it just because I said it now. Like, wasn't planning on it.
I mean, the thing about if your cult is about hedonism and partying, you don't have to hypnotize people.
People are
just
into that
join your
regardless.
cult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a hit.
you like drinking and fucking and traveling? Sure. Yeah, me
Yeah.
too. Let's go.
Hop on the train.
Yeah.
That's what we do here.
They did say not to get too close,
They're
though.
gonna say,
Which
well, because
it makes
people
me
who
suspicious. It does-
Whatever you said, I didn't hear because you cut out.
It was a little robot-y.
Yeah. Okay. I'm glad it wasn't just me.
Well, now she's muted completely.
Oh, rip.
Are you talking about me or Frog?
Yeah, you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry,
No,
Frog.
it's
I was
okay.
muting. I couldn't hear what you were saying.
it probably wasn't important.
Oh,
It's fine, nothing. I'm so sorry.
Oh.
I don't even remember.
Well, it must have not been that important then, right?
Oh, you're not coming up.
Yeah.
You're not coming to party with us?
I mean,
I
I
think,
don't
I think
think
Gideon's
that's
gonna.
really Gideon's thing.
It's true, but maybe he'll like kind
He
of
could sit on a stump and just get
stroll
wasted.
through the nearby.
I'm not.
Trees.
That doesn't necessarily sound super fun to me. To just go sit on a stump by myself and get wasted. But okay.
Instead, he's gonna drink with Drenyer and play chess.
Yeah. Or whatever he wants to do.
Yeah.
I just don't want like you, Hellfrog, to not have fun because we're
Yeah.
all being dumbasses.
I want to see what Gideon looks like while all of you guys are doing your costumes, because you are still with them.
I also think Echo has something planned for
He's got
Hellfrog.
Chilling.
Big chill. I hope you find your little gecko buddy again. I hope he just shows up
What
randomly.
it would take a
my
week,
God.
but what if he crawled all the way there?
Oh. Then I would
Watch
have to
the
adopt
watch.
him.
Watch the terrible thing that happens be something that happens like where Gideon and Drenyer are, and then we have to bring our wasted acid back there.
I don't know if Claudia will drink. She's never drank before.
Well, gonna have to play that out.
Said you
Yeah.
didn't like the smell of it in your RP checks.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. She says it smells bad, so.
Oh, I love monkey videos. Monkeys are just little people.
That's why I think they're creepy.
People are creepy. It's true.
Agreed.
Yep.
Also that.
So bad for scaring that lady.
That was hilarious. She
Where's that
deserved
lady
for
from?
being a weirdo.
I don't remember her.
When Claudia and Velen went to Nezix in the middle of the night for that charm for Jericho, she
Yep.
was she was hobbling around. She was like, yeah. I don't know who she is, but we've seen her before.
Plot twist, she used to be BEG.
What if? She's like one of the Moonies in disguise.
Oh boy. Good to know.
I imagine, at least in my like little headcanon, that Tess at least, I don't know about most changelings, but like I feel like Tess at least like doesn't really care about beauty very much because like a person that can change their shape, like
Yeah.
whatever, you can look like anything. So like she kind of goes usually for this like nondescript thing. She's just like, I just look like a person. But like when the moment is right, she's like, yeah, I'll turn it on a little bit.
Special occasions.
Is Echo pooping?
No, I just heard him
Not at the moment.
hear his door clang clanging.
He's trying to find a way to make this situation to where they're all hypnotized.
Mm-hmm. That must be it.
Mm-hmm. Oh shit, he heard me.
You want him to hear you.
Echo could hear all the nonsense always.
You just want to be right. you just want
That's
just
all
want
he
Artie
wants.
to
Yeah.
Because if he's right, you guys are never gonna hear the end of it.
No.
Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Ha.
Oh well.
Allow me to eat this snack real quick, and then I'm good to go because I
What's
am
the snack?
starving. It's Papa Murphy's Chicago stuffed pizza.
Oh.
Amazing.
Oh yes. But you don't want to hear me eat, so.
But I also kind of feel like Gideon would not, like, he seems like a very fair-minded person, so I don't know if he would like that.
Guidance
Sneaky.
is guidance is literally useful for a minute. It's gonna not help him win a chess game.
That's
Like
true.
it might help him open a chess game.
That's true.
Stop scratching my bed.
I have the dumbest stuff in my inventory.
Who put it there?
I did. All of
Yep.
it.
Yep.
Every little piece of thing that he told me I got is in there.
Yeah, Gideon wouldn't like be offended, but he'd also just be like, I don't think that's necessary.
Fair. I think probably she wouldn't do it automatically. Ordinarily she would, but with Gideon, I think she knows him
For
well enough.
Artie, it needs to happen automatically or he'll die.
Yeah, for Artie it's automatic, but but with Gideon, I think she'd ask
Would you
first.
say it's Artie-matic?
Haha.
Yeah.
We're really on a pen game tonight, guys.
Yeah. Lordy, lordy. Yeah, Artie, Artie.
Are you wearing something with a spinny skirt, Claudia?
He's definitely wearing flowy something.
Love it. I just like the idea of like a person that's that acrobatic getting to
Yes.
dance and have like a cool thing happen.
She's going to have a great time, hopefully, unless something terrible happens. Echo. Look at his face.
It'll be fun.
Don't worry, she doesn't have any of her armor or weapons. We'll be fine.
You would have a weapon on her.
Oh, okay.
Like
I
rolling
just
up in
remember you saying
mithril.
you stashed your armor and weapons in Drinier's.
Well, she put down everything heavy to do the acrobatics, but she wouldn't roll up to this party and splint mithril, but she will have her
I'm
longsword
wearing my
on
fucking
her
breastplate.
belt. Should she have her longsword or her silver scimitar?
Silver.
Yeah, take the scimitar.
Okay, then she would take the scimitar.
Leave the gun.
I'm going fully kitted. Breastplate, everything.
Take the
Tinfoil
cannoli.
hat.
Mm.
Do I get a plus 0.5 to my armor for the tinfoil hat? Just disadvantage on
No, he
charisma checks?
says.
Gotcha.
We know what Lord Velen is carrying.
Yep.
Yep.
It's her new best friend. What are you talking about?
Yep.
We don't even know a name for him.
Nope, she hasn't asked.
Yeah.
Oh, Nemesis and Frank are going to be the hit of the party.
Oh my god. People have to hold him to hear them bicker.
And so people have to hold them to your... Okay, cool.
I'm pretty sure that's what he said.
Sounds
I'm
about
not.
right.
I'm not leaving Werner behind though. He's
Yep.
still with me.
Yeah, he's a good thing to have at all times, really.
Yeah.
I like this music.
Thanks for reminding me to turn it up.
Reminds me of a game I played back in the day. What was it called? Something Mana.
Secret of Mana.
Secret of Mana.
Mana?
And I don't think this has anything to do with that style, but it just reminds me of it. shit, I could just click the world map whenever I want.
Yep. You can see where Malachor is.
I probably know that because my first character was going to be from there. So how far have we traveled? Did we ever actually like pass this river over here? You see my mouse?
I'm waiting for Echo's nod or denial.
I don't think he's on the world map.
He is now.
Did we ever pass this river or not even that far?
He says no.
Okay. So maybe like beep 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 beep.
It's a big world.
I'm back.
Hi.
The farthest you've gone is about 10 miles, and each of these hexes is 100.
Oh, okay, so we've gotten like here.
Yeah.
Gotcha. God damn.
Big world.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you for your patience. I am back.
Yeah.
And less hangry. Which is good.
That's really good, actually.
Yeah, you don't want your DM to be hangry.
I start door dashing you food and shit before the session.
That's how you get
Yes.
inspiration all the time.
I've
That's
tried
just what
buying
we
him.
need
He
is
doesn't, he doesn't allow it.
what we need is a TPK because he's hangry.
Okay.
Okay.
It is getting later as all of you are heading toward the caravan, and the road that leads through Endsmeet, it goes past the trees, and then suddenly, as the trees open up into a clearing, the caravan has set up shop. All of their wagons have been pulled aside, tents have been set up, and campfires have been lit. And even as you're approaching, you can hear the sounds of festivities taking place as music begins to pick up in the distance. Are all of you heading to the caravan at the same time?
Assuming Jericho and Artie might be a little bit behind, but
We can make it so that you
It all
basically meet up on the
coincided.
street.
Well, it might be a little late because Jericho wants to go by the temple first.
Oh, okay. What do you do there?
Jericho would remember, but Simic forgets. What's the guy's name who works the
Targon.
temple?
Targon Mulberry.
Targon. So, I go in search of Targon, looking for him if he's there.
The Temple of Temple of
Ana.
Pyrrhus is open. And yeah, Targon is there. Generally, he's around, either tending to people or performing services or rituals and stuff like that. When you enter, he is what looks like cleaning up. And he looks up as you enter and says, "Hey, hello."
Hey, I was wondering if maybe you'd be able to help me out.
Maybe. What can I do for you?
I've suffered quite a bit of exhaustion from curses and a few other things the last couple of days, and I was wondering if there was any way to maybe remove some of that, help me out.
You're hoping to be restored.
Yes, if it's possible.
It is possible, but it is also expensive. Restoration magic is not the sort that we come by lightly, and the components of which I'd require about 200 gold worth to replenish your energy.
Yeah, I see. Oh, well,
I mean, I got a little bit of gold, but I only got 200 worth.
yeah, neither do I.
it's-
That's alright. I appreciate it.
Should it not be times of dire need, I recommend you instead sleep.
That's the plan. We don't know what's gonna happen in the coming night, so
I understand.
thank you very much, and at
There's
least
a
I know
party
for the
outside of
future.
town too. If you want to come.
I am aware. That's
You
not
look like the partying type.
a sharp eye you have. No, I don't think that is a place I'll be spending my evening, but I appreciate the invitation.
Ah. Yep, gotta at least offer. Didn't want you to feel left out.
I didn't, but thank you.
Well, you have a good evening then.
You
Thank
as
very
well.
much.
Stay blessed.
Aw.
Targon continues working in his temple as you two make your leave. All right. I am going to say, for the sake of ease, you all arrive at the same time
Okay,
because it's my game. I can do that.
sure can.
I'm going to place you. Gideon, you are specifically not here. You are still at the lodge.
Yeah.
Okay. Before I split you all up, is there anything you want to do?
Not in particular.
Just checking. As you all are approaching the caravan, Nazik has gone on ahead. I will change the map.
Map. I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm
No.
the map. I'm the map.
You have a caravan map.
I do.
Who are these
Well.
people?
As you enter the caravan's kind of ring of tents, and there are lots of people here that are not on the map because I just don't have that many NPC tokens. It is pretty packed. People are milling about and drinks are being had, and there is a large bonfire in the middle of the caravan. It seems as though that's where most of the focus of this party is happening. Although as you enter this immediate ring of tents, an elven woman approaches and says, "I'm so glad you all could make it. Can I interest you in a drink?"
I'll take 2.
Yes,
She reaches down into a bag and pulls out just bottles of wine, and each one is handed to each of you.
A whole bottle?
A whole bottle.
Oh my god.
Each bottle seems to be from different places. They're all sorts of different kinds. There's Skag's Red, there's Red Devil, there's Black Demon, it's all over the place.
There's Fireball of all things.
No, there's no Fireball. But there is Zephyr Heimetten. There's all sorts of wine. And there is no rhyme or reason to the one she gives you. So,
Is it corked?
they're sealed.
Yeah.
Each
Okay.
one has a wax seal.
Mm-hmm.
Has it been tampered with?
No. You can roll an investigation, Artie, if you want to.
Okay. Natural.
Natural 20.
Oh, really? Nat 20s tonight. Jesus fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 2 in a row.
Each of these bottles seem as if they're fresh out of the vineyard. They're not open.
Mhm.
Some of them
So I
look as
don't
though
think
they've been
like
sitting.
she made them, right? This is like official bottles.
These
from-
are real bottles. Some of them look
Okay.
a little dusty, as if they were on a wine rack for a while, but none of them have been opened.
Okay. Well, if they're hypnotizing people or not doing with the wine, this looks kosher.
Thanks, Artie. We were
Yep.
worried.
The woman looks at you and says, "I don't know what kosher means, but I hope you enjoy your time here." And she just kind of dances off into the rest of the party.
That wasn't
Alright.
Arenya, right?
No.
It was just
Oh,
some
okay.
random elven woman.
Okay, good.
You know, you did not say that directly to Arenya.
Okay.
So, as you guys are here in this party, firstly, I'd like to know what it is you're going to try to do, if there's anything specific.
Is
What
anybody
is-
rolling dice?
Uh,
Gambling in any way, shape, or form?
Oh, yeah.
I would like
this
to
is the
gamble.
town of Vice, my friend.
It's
It's
Jericho's
Vegas on
gonna-
wheels.
Oh my god.
Jericho's gonna
Um,
drink and look for contests of strength, if there are any.
Okay.
Probably not. But...
As you're looking for a gambling game, Artie, it doesn't take you long to find one. Around the carts where the caravans have been offloaded, you see there are groups of maybe just the sort of people who are not so keen on mingling and dancing. Instead, they have found themselves smoking and betting coins. With it doesn't look like dice, but they are playing cards.
Yep.
So that's where you're going?
The
Okay.
whole night.
Okay.
I think Velen's plan is to take this bottle of wine that she has and then go around and try to trade sips with people, anyone who will share wines, so that she can sample lots of different wine flavors
It's a tasting.
while getting
Okay.
shit-faced.
Hold on
That's
a
her
second.
plan.
Okay. Why don't you roll me just a base, like a charisma check?
Okay.
Thomas is there. So Shelby.
Stop it. Oh, Shelby is there.
So is Shelby. Yes.
Where are our wares?
What?
Where are our wares?
I don't know.
Is this green one Nezik right here?
Yep, that's Nezik.
Cool. Oh, Liam came?
Of course he did.
Fuck yeah. We can recognize your NPCs by...
I'm
Face
glad.
alone.
Thank goodness.
I'm assuming this guy who looks like that guy from our Flag Beans death is the bear.
That is Bear. Yes, that is Old Knuckle.
Oh yeah, that's definitely Old Knuckle.
The first thing, Velen, you, with your 19, plenty of people are willing to share wine with you. Some of them are pretty, like, you think you got a little lucky with your pull on the random wine bag.
Sure.
You glance at your bottle. It's called Dragon's Tincture Riesling. And it tastes, it's dry, but it's very tasty. As you're going around trading, one of the most appalling wines you drink was Parity, Parrot. That's what it says on the bottle.
You can't hear her laugh, but I can hear her from this room.
I can see her laugh. It is a white wine, and you taste it, and for just the briefest moment, you think you're a parrot, and then it goes away.
Fucking weird. That's fucking weird.
The half-elf man that you traded with says, "Ah, hi, isn't it?"
So yeah, she's getting tipsy relatively quickly with this game because she's basically running around drinking wine in short order.
Sure.
So that's Velen's useful contribution to the evening so far.
Okay, we can explore more of the various random wine table with you later. Jericho, you were looking for contests of strength.
Well, originally he was, but as he's walking around and takes a sip of the wine he has, he realizes he's exhausted, and the contents of strength would go very
Still not gonna go
poorly.
very well.
So he's just gonna sit near a log around the bonfire and relax and watch everyone.
Okay.
Just chilling out, guys.
You're just taking it easy. You're taking a breather.
Taking it easy, drinking.
Okay. As you're seated there, an old, very old, almost grayish in skin turtle sits down next to you. And as he sits down, he says, "It's always nice when one can take a load off the old bones. Don't you think?"
Yeah, considering I don't get to do it that often.
Much the same. Would you mind sharing an old man's pipe with him?
This is where the hypnotism happens.
Roll
how they get you.
persuasion, Echo.
Roll persuasion for the turtle. Okay. 19.
Yes.
Show it.
You know, well, why not? It's a night for relaxing. I might as well.
That it is. That it is. This is an old pipe smoke that I picked up when my last voyage took me to Trident. I was on the islands of Fidi, and this old Goliath shared it with me. As he's talking, he's got this long handle pipe. It's like 3 feet long. He starts like packing in this very aromatic leaf into the bowl. And as he smokes it, the smoke that comes out smells so strongly of vanilla and fruit that you've never smelled a pipe smoke that smells like anything like this before. And then he passes it to you.
That smells quite wonderful, actually.
It tastes even better.
And he'll smoke it.
Okay. No adverse effects happen to you, but I'd like you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh,
How high do you get?
not that high.
A kind of warm mellow just takes over. All the things that you're concerned about, the worries, the impending full moon, none of that bothers you. Instead, you think about warm cups of clava, vanilla bean, laying in front of a fire. It's very relaxing. You almost feel all the tensions fall away.
I don't suppose you have any extra you'd like to trade, do you?
I had a feeling you might be the kind to partake. What have you got to trade?
One moment. And he'll open his bag and he'll start going through it. Well, outside of monetary things, I have some gold, and I have... That's about it, really.
Well, gold is boring, but
Gotta...
I'd do better with...
how about this? I don't know if this is up your alley. I'll pull out the Tellings of Valkene.
Ah. Maybe. Roll a persuasion for me.
It's not my best roll, but here we go. 10. You can have an inspiration.
Oh my god.
Okay, re-roll it. It might get worse.
Nat 20.
No way. No
Yes,
way.
sir.
What the fuck?
What a great use of inspiration.
Sure was.
Jesus Christ.
It might get worse. Natural
This
20.
turtle was gonna kill him. It didn't.
The turtle reaches down into his bag and he pulls out what looks like a tiny, like, wooden barrel, basically. It's like a cask of it, and he packs the top and closes it, and he hands it over to you. You have 30 doses.
Oh boy, okay.
Fuck.
30 doses.
And it's called Mellow Thistle.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mellow Thistle.
There's no paranoia with this one.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's a good strain.
Uh-huh.
And then you said 0. Or not 0, 30, sorry.
This shit
0
cold.
doses.
Yeah.
He hands you an empty bottle and says, "Good luck." But he does take the book from you if you offer it.
Or do.
And he immediately begins... He opens it and puts, like, spectacles on and begins reading. With the pipe every once in a while, just puffing it and passing it back and forth.
Hell yeah.
So, Jericho, you have found a very old turtle to chill with as you smoke
Smoke
mellow
some
thistle.
sweet ganja.
Okay, next. Claudia, what are you doing?
Yeah, hi. She is asking Tess to pour her a glass so she doesn't have a whole ass bottle,
100%.
Okay,
and trying to get her to hype her up so she can.
roll me a D100. Let's see which one you got.
94.
94.
94.
It's the best one.
Okay. You are poured a glass of Glavglask.
Glask.
Glavglask. It is typically known as an orcish brew.
Okay.
Roll me a con save.
Ooh,
I'm pretty okay with those.
You're very conning.
Ugh.
I don't know about that orcish brew though.
Yeah, taking its.
How confident am I feeling?
It's potent. You drink the glass. The first thing is you take a sip of it, and then, whoa, this is really sweet. This is like drinking candy.
Ooh.
So you
Okay,
drink the
taste
rest of it,
alcohol.
and you are drunk.
Cool. He asks Tess to hype her up because she wants to join all the dancers and try to catch someone's attention.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do any of you speak Orcish? I doubt it, but it's
Nope.
possible. Okay.
No.
I do speak 5 other languages, though.
Well, not Orcish. So you don't know what Glavgalask means, but you drink a cup of it, and it's delicious, and you are immediately drunk.
Great time.
I mean, Tess is all about this. She's give you guidance. She's gonna give you she'll be like, well, Nina's got your back. I got your back. You got this. You're gonna be confident. You're gonna be yourself. All you gotta do, walk up and smile and say hi, and then ask him to dance.
So hoping to kind of like maybe just kind of do this like some spins and maybe like just look so good that he has to come over to me, you know? But if that doesn't work,
Yeah.
I'll go get him.
Yeah, exactly. You can't lose.
Okay. I'll try. She's gonna try to catch his attention.
Okay.
Just dancing.
You're going to try to dance to get Thomas Shundever's attention.
Yep.
Well, you can either roll performance or acrobatics, but they're both at disadvantage because you're drunk.
Yeah, but I have guidance.
Great.
I'm gonna do acrobatics because it's better, but I do have proficiency in performance.
Okay.
Can I like
That's
help
what
her?
That's
How?
your attention.
I'm just like not doing real bad.
Okay.
It's a 20.
Yeah, hold on with guidance. Not 24.
Wow.
24. You acrobatically move to the music being played. You're not really sure the origin of the music. Various different people are playing different instruments, whether they be in like conjunction with each other or not. It's almost a cacophony. However, with a 24, you manage to find a common rhythm amongst all of them, and you just blend it into an acrobatic display. How do you convey that it's pointed at Thomas?
I just keep making weird eye contact.
Oh, no.
Smooth.
It's what I think is bedroom eyes, but it's more just like unflinching staring.
So aggressive.
Oh no.
All right. Hold on.
If he doesn't come up to her, she'll go up to him.
I'm going to roll an insight check for Thomas.
Poor guy's like, who is this?
What the fuck is this?
I saved his life. Does that mean I get advantage?
No, you're drunk.
I'm
You see,
confident.
Thomas is leaning against a tent. Shelby Might Trick is there. She's drinking aggressively. And there is a couple other like elves that are in the area, and they're goofing off. It looks like they're playing a game of some kind, with a very rotund-looking ball. And as they're doing this, Thomas makes eye contact with you. When you're doing the dance, he, at first, he's laughing because it just looks like you're having a good time. After a few more solid eye connections, Thomas is... And then you see he leans down to Shelby and says something.
Yes, read their lips.
Yeah, Tess would be paying attention.
Roll perception.
Yes! Tess, I'm only using you.
A 20.
I don't want to know.
You see Thomas say to Shelby, I think something might be wrong with one of the amber hides. I'm gonna go check.
No.
That's what.
Who's just checking?
So Thomas will approach you.
Yes, it worked.
It sure did. Do you stop dancing?
Like she'd stop moving in such a way that she could not communicate with him.
Okay.
She like settles down a little bit, but still moving rhythmically. That's a hard thing to
Sure.
say, apparently.
You're really drunk, so it's very flowy and wobbly. Thomas says, "Hey there, Claudia.
Hello.
Are you all right?"
Oh no.
I'm feeling great. How are you?
I'm doing really well. I
was actually wondering if you were getting the hint, so I'm so glad you're here.
You see, I need you to roll an insight check for me, please.
Pretty good.
You are at disadvantage because you're drunk.
Still pretty good. 18 was my low roll.
Yeah, 18. You see just like a wave of realization come over Thomas's face. And he says, Oh.
She just nods.
How much have you had to drink?
Or literally only one glass, and she's gonna take his hand and then try to urge him to dance with her.
He will look confused for a moment, but he'll dance with you.
Yes. It's work. She's gonna give the thumbs up in a huge way, super obviously to Tess and Velen.
Okay. Tess and Velen, you see whenever they do turn, and you can see Thomas's face, he looks like he's trying to humor Claudia because he is concerned for her.
Oh, God.
Because
That's
you
painful.
are extremely drunk.
But he's going along with it.
He is dancing with you.
Yes.
I mean, you...
Can I perform
tasks-
and impress him?
You can try.
Yes. I don't have guidance anymore. This is gonna be great. Oh no. I hope he leads.
So your performance...
I'm really good at doing it by myself, but what do you incorporate another person?
Your inebriation is becoming apparent as you are stumbling a little bit. But Thomas does pick up the slack, basically, and try and guide you through the steps of whatever dance it is you're trying to do. He's not really sure, but he seems like a competent dancer. So he is helping you through the motions. While that is happening, Tess, what are you doing?
Tess, after kind of helping, she'll definitely sort of like hang out with Claudia, make sure that Tess, I imagine, can kind of see that this is like not going precisely how Claudia thinks it's going, but like good enough.
Sure.
After which point, she becomes basically kind of a totally different person than she's been so far. She is charismatic, and she's like confident and going up to people and dancing and flirting and really talkative and flirting with like everybody, especially this like elf lady over here,
This one.
Not who's probably Aranya.
Yeah, not Aranya, but the one next to her.
Yeah, she will flirt right back.
Ooh, Like Tess is all about it, and she's drinking her wine, laughing, dancing, having fun. Just it's like a switch is flipped.
Huh. Why don't you roll me a persuasion as you flirt with this black-haired elf?
I'm gonna use an inspiration.
Okay.
I got it even lower. God damn it! Why is everyone? So
I'm gonna
close
give
up?
you one of my inspirations.
This is the
I
last one.
I want this for you.
The dice will decide. Okay, that's better. 17 is better.
A 17. Okay. Yeah, your flirtations are received well, and it isn't long into the night that this black-haired elfin woman propositions you.
Oh yeah, that's happening.
Okay, so Tess and this
Yes,
elven
you were
woman
literally like,
who-
they told us not to get too close to these people. Immediately
Uh-huh,
finds them.
yep.
Oh god.
you learn the elfin woman is named Mizith, and
Mizith?
she happily takes you off to one of the tents to go have a good time.
Fabulous.
You were way more efficient at this than Claudia is.
I mean, anyone watching tech, she has done this before.
I wish I was competent enough to watch you at this moment. I'm like half asleep on Thomas's shoulder.
Yeah. Before we jump over to Gideon and see what's going on at the lodge at Endsmeet, I want to jump back to Artie real quick. Artie, you are playing cards with these caravanners and a couple other people from the town. There's about 8 people at this table. Well, around this patch of ground that cards are being played at.
You better clean him out, Artie.
Are you cheating?
Yes.
Okay. How?
That's my boy.
Okay. I'm going to cast Unseen Servant and make him invisible. And I'm going to tell him to stand behind them and put the number of fingers up based on the cards that they
How
have.
do you know what they are if he's unseen?
What? Because this is my guy. This is my guy. Don't we have a telepathic connection, or am I
It's not
reading that wrong?
familiar.
Hold up. Oh no, I can mentally command him.
You will have to come up with a way for it to convey
yes.
information to you.
Yes. I'm gonna have him walk back over and tap me on the shoulder for the cards that they have, like 1 for 1, 2, blah blah blah.
Okay. I'm going to give you 3 spellcasting checks versus 3 perception checks. So
That's
give me
scary.
3 spellcasting checks.
Spell attack or modifier?
Yeah, spell attack.
Okay. 21.
Nice.
Okay.
12.
That's good.
I'm gonna keep it. 22.
All right. I'm going to roll 3 perception checks. I'm not going to tell you what they are, and you're going to tell me how much money you're betting.
Yep. Okay. What are the stakes here?
The man next to you says, "How deep are your pockets?"
I mean, I have a pocket that is literally goes into a different dimension, so I'd say pretty deep.
Weird flex, but all right. Literally. We're going to play maybe for 5 gold a pot each. Hmm?
Ah, yeah, that's easy peasy. Maybe we could start moving into magical items after that.
The woman across the patch of brown says, "I think not. Let's stick to just money. We don't need any problems."
Okay, no problem, no problem. I'm aggressively smoking, by the way, nonstop.
Making friends.
Mm-hmm. With my tinfoil hat.
At least half of the table are also smoking aggressively. None of it smells like what Jericho was smoking. It all smells of just typical pipe weeds. But things are relaxing. People are drinking and having a good time, and you are cheating pretty aggressively. That 12 that you rolled, you lose that pot pretty hard because the unseen servant literally tapped you too many times to make sense.
Gotcha.
And you were like, "That what the fuck?" Does he have
Calm
an extra
down.
card? But the other 2, you do win those 2 pots, so you walk away with about 25 gold profit.
Nice.
Let's do it.
while you're playing Gideon. As I pause the music because that is not quite applicable for.
Aw,
Yes.
you don't have to do that, but
I do that. Back at the tavern,
Do.
Drenir is seated across from you at the bar counter. You're playing. Well, he asked you to play chess. You don't have to.
I'll play chess.
Okay. Would you say Gideon is an avid chess player, or just dabbles, or?
No. He's
Never played
definitely
it at all?
Not, no, he's played, but mostly when he was younger.
Okay. Then this is just going to be basically a straight intelligence contest. So
Oh boy.
roll intelligence.
Okay.
It's 2 rangers using dump stats.
Mhm. Yep.
Very slow game.
Okay.
They're mostly talking.
I was about to say, I feel like there's too much conversation.
Yeah.
You both
Chess
rolled a
is-
7.
Oh,
So,
Evenly matched with.
It's a stalemate.
yeah, the game goes on for quite a while. But as you're playing, Drenir says, "So tell me, I can't help but wonder what's an old salt like you doing around with a bunch of young hooligans like we got around here."
Oh, yeah, they are kind of young, aren't they?
Yep.
Well, I wandered down this way looking for a couple of people. And with the war going on, it's not, I don't know, safety in numbers, right?
Yeah, I feel that.
Hmm.
Who are you looking for?
It takes a moment, takes a drink. I assume they're having an ale or something.
Of course they are. You're at a bar.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Well, got a couple of nieces that gone missing. So, with my brother and his wife gone, I'm out looking for them. I'm about their only family left.
How long they been missing?
And he kind of makes a sour face and says, "A couple of months now."
Might be a dark thought, but with the war going on, it's not hard to imagine the Moonies might have picked him up.
Yeah. The way my brother and his wife went was violent. That was my thought too. So, we've been making a little bit of headway towards getting an eye on some of those camps. I've heard they have kids out there, but
That's what I heard too.
I figure if they're there, then they've been turned already.
See, you're from around here.
Oh, yeah. A little bit further north.
Well, I truly hope that you find them. If even if they have been turned, no one is better than not.
Yeah. And I wouldn't want to leave them with people who do that, especially to children.
Yeah. I imagine that mess with Darlene hit pretty close to home then.
Yeah, it did. Not just for me, I don't think.
No.
It's a
Tough business,
The-
that.
visceral thing, you know?
Do you remember if this piece goes diagonal or horizontal?
Isn't this the one that can just move like a L?
Oh, yeah, you're right. It's just been a long time. Ugh.
Oh, yeah, same here, man, same here, but, thanks for inviting me to stay anyway. I don't know. Not really my scene to be around a whole bunch of drunk wanderers. Well, outside of this kind of setting, anyway.
I was gonna say, you could put it a little more politely than that.
Hey, I probably could put a lot of things more politely, but that's not really my specialty.
That's fair. No, I wouldn't expect it. And it's not really my scene either. I
Yeah.
I got no interest in drinking till I can't remember my own name.
Mm.
Hard to run a business when you're that when you're that hammered.
I mean, I've been there a few times, but not usually when I was having fun, you know?
Yeah. So that raises a question that I hadn't really considered. You're being the, I guess, go-to. I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it. The dad of their group. What are you going to do after you find your nieces? What if they're all right? What if they're fine? You're just going to take them on home and say goodbye to Endsmeet? I'd understand if you did, but the work y'all have done for this town's been... The mayor counts on y'all. I'm not going to lie.
Hmm. Well, I don't know. Maybe they'd like to stay here, you know? They're old enough. I can ask them what they want if I can find them.
Well, more power to you.
Hadn't really thought that far.
You got to think a little bit ahead. We can't all assume the worst has happened, you know?
And?
No, you can't.
Well, if you do, then things are just kind of a pleasant surprise.
I guess. If my little girl had come back having failed or been injured, I never could have lived with myself knowing that I gave her the okay to go off and try and help others.
You got a little girl?
Oh, he genuinely gestures behind him. There is a small image on the bar counter that he turns around, and you see there is a small, kind of dark-skinned kobold.
Douche's face.
That's my little girl.
I see. Well, I can see the family resemblance.
Yep, heard that one before. Nah, she got caught in one of my traps a few years ago, and well, she needed my help. She was starving and running, and I couldn't leave her out there. So
He kind of makes a face. He's like, yeah, I guess I know what that's like about now.
yep, Skimgick.
What? Is that her name?
Yep, that's her name. I didn't give her that.
Yeah.
I gave
No,
her the
I-
sharp dust on the end. She was Skimgick already.
Old skin dick.
No,
Dick.
skim milk.
Oh, I hate it.
I'm sorry, that's what I heard.
Skimgick.
Skim gick.
Gick,
Didn't hear
okay.
nothing.
Yeah.
You didn't hear nothing, Artie.
Yep.
Oh. So she's out there adventuring?
Yep.
Huh.
Palling around with a bunch of idiots.
Yeah. I'm glad she's got you to come home to, though.
That's the meaning. I mean, that's why I stay here. I want to make sure she can find me.
That makes sense. Oh, does seem like a nice place to be, though. Maybe if I can find Lily and Grace, we can settle them in here, too. I mean, not here, you know, in your establishment.
I didn't figure that's what you meant. I was gonna say I don't really have any extra rooms. I can't really
Yeah.
fit.
Listen, I'm trying to get used to having to explain things very specifically and explicitly these days.
Good news for you. I ain't an idiot, so
Yeah,
we can assume I'm on the same page.
that's good to know.
Those two siblings seem to give you a real run for your money, don't they?
Well, I figure they're kind of on the run, too. I don't know exactly what the story is. I mean, I haven't really asked.
Maybe you should.
Maybe.
Maybe once you know their whole story, then we can give them a place not to run from either. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, figure I do.
The mayor wants to up and give y'all a house.
Hey, I mean, that might beat sleeping out in your fine backyard.
It is a mighty fine backyard.
No aspersions meant.
Sadie does a good job keeping it cleaned up.
Yeah.
If a little couple of wires loose. I mean, you'd have to talk to the mayor about it, but I don't think he even has a house to give you. I think he just wants to make sure y'all stay around.
All right. I mean, that's something we talked to him about.
Don't tell him I told you.
Already forgotten where I heard it.
You sure it's not the age old timer?
Yeah, ha ha.
I love this.
Drenyer will pour you both another round, and we will hop back to the nonsense party.
I have something I really want to do.
What is that?
Let's hear it.
So, after palling around with the turtle for however long, relaxing.
Turtle?
Turtle.
Portal.
Jericho's gonna get up and he's gonna go find Artie.
It's not hard to find him. He's hanging out by the carts, playing cards.
Yelling, smoking, slamming cards down, bottle in hand, standing
So-
up on his backpack.
Jericho's gonna come sit down next to you. And you notice there's something very different about him. He's
Hey, it looks like
very-
you finally loosened up a little bit, huh? Come
Yeah,
gamble. I got a
Well,
bunch of
I-
suckers at the table, right, fellas?
Well, I actually
little
wanted
suckers,
to.
you little man.
Yeah, you're a big sucker.
I'm
No,
Not for you.
I just wanted to talk to you for a minute, Artie.
What's up? Gee, okay, deal me out of this hand. I'll be right back. Don't fucking take my seat.
Put your backpack there.
Okay. You step out of the card game.
What's going on, man?
So, I gotta tell you, they got some good stuff going on here, and I think I'm joining the caravan.
You're joining the caravan.
Yeah, and I want you to come with me, Artie.
I mean,
You know, once
come
you
in close. Come in close.
yeah,
I've been
yeah.
robbing these guys blind. They're gonna find out eventually.
Well,
I'm
that's
making a killing right now.
that's fine. After you talk to Jericho, remember I don't. The lady who invited us.
Aranya?
Yeah, Aranya. Sorry. Once you talk to Aranya, you'll understand too. You won't have any problems with it.
You see a sense of realization come over his face.
What did you drink?
No, I didn't drink it.
Checked all the bottles.
No, it's fine. You just have to talk to her.
Here, give me a second. I start fashioning a hat, a tinfoil hat.
No.
No, here. She's gotten to you. I knew this would happen. I fucking told everybody. I knew this would happen.
You just watch Jericho bust out laughing. He kind of drops to his knees. He's like, I'm sorry, Artie. I'm just joking.
I was about to smack him. I was gonna try to smack it out of him.
So like, I believed you for a second.
Oh,
I was like, what?
You see the?
You got me. You got me. You're a wine guy, huh?
No, actually, I'm this kind of guy, and I pull out a little bit of the thistle.
Oh.
Wanna try some?
Honey, mellow thistle.
Mellow thistle.
Uh,
I'll give him a dose if you want to smoke it.
Oh yeah. Fat rip. I roll up a real quick little J.
okay. You smoke some mellow thistle. Roll me a con save.
Please fail. No.
21.
My good
The
constitution.
smoothest mellow you've ever felt takes over. Anything that you were concerned about, it's no longer a worry.
This is a different kind. The last shit I smoked was called death, and you don't want to smoke that shit.
Why would you ever smoke something called? You know what? No, yeah.
This is good.
Yeah. Don't you like it?
Nice. I'm gonna go. You know,
I'm gonna
I
go
don't
sit
really
back
want
down.
to gamble anymore. I'm gonna come back with
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. The turtle I got it from is real cool. You like him?
Yeah. Let's go do that.
Yeah. I take him back to the turtle.
I walk
Portal.
back
Okay.
and grab my bag. Guys, I hope you all have a good night. It was nice doing business with you.
It was good
A
playing with
mellow
you, Artie.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah. I love
Okay.
all of you.
I love you.
The halfling next to you was like, I love you too. We'll see you next time.
Yeah. We come join them and just kick back in the circle.
Okay, so you sit with the turtle. As you
Yeah,
approach, the turtle looks to you and says, "Ah, a newcomer. I don't think I've seen you before."
Nah, I think I saw your cousin. A lot smaller and walking on all fours, but.
I haven't heard that one before, I bet.
And he just kind of like puts his backpack to the side and like lays down, feet splayed up, head against the log, just taking it.
Yeah.
I shared a little bit with him. Thought he could
Oh,
use some.
Ah,
Don't ever smoke some shit if it's called death. You don't want that.
Gotta be careful, Jericho. He only weighs like 55 pounds.
yeah, no kidding. That 30
he's a
doses
smoker.
for you is like 200 doses for Artie.
Artie's a smoker.
Yeah, apparently.
Maybe, yeah, he's got endurance.
As you're loitering, as you're hanging out, the turtle says, "Have I ever told you of when I sailed on the Queen of the Wake?"
I just
Don't
met
think
so
you have.
probably not.
I
Well,
just met you, so probably not.
have I got a story to tell? And the turtle begins just rambling into tales of a voyage aboard a large, basically a cargo ship. And while that's happening, you earned an inspiration for that shit, Simic, because it was fucking amazing.
That was amazing.
That was so
You.
good.
That was so
you had
good.
me when you said I'm gonna join the caravan. I was like, am I gonna have to talk him out of this? Oh fuck! It's just
Well
a
done.
weed.
How fucking
thank
high
you.
are you, man?
I picked up what you were putting down
No,
there.
it's hi. How are you, Sal?
Velen,
No. Yeah, hi.
what are you doing as we come back to you?
Well, I've been running around the party, trading wine with people, sampling all kinds of weird shit, making noises like a parrot.
That's true.
Is
You did do
Nazik around
that.
here?
Oh, he's right there.
Nazik is here, yeah.
Yeah. What's he drinking?
Let me roll a D100. Hold on. Okay, hold on. He is not drinking parrot. He is... Okay. He's drinking... His bottle is green, and it has these purple swirls flowing through it. And when you approach, he says, "I think they gave me this one because of I am green, but it is delicious."
I'm gonna try it. Trade. I've got this Riesling.
Oh, and he hands it to you. You see on the bottle, it's called Wyvern wine.
Okay. Is it
Straight from the
poisonous?
wyvern.
I do need you to make a Constitution save.
All right. Let's see. I mean, I'm already probably pretty.
You're probably pretty close. Yeah, you're pretty far up there.
Yeah. Not an ability check. Come on. Oh, well,
Pretty
okay.
good.
Okay. This drink, it tastes sweet and tangy with a very slight burning aftertaste. You're like looking at Nazik, and you kind of have this strange hallucination of an almost cartoony, bubbly Nazik emerging from behind him that goes and runs off into the distance into mist. And you then like some more mild hallucinations that they're not real, but they're funny and they're odd. You see a lot of them.
This is. Your wine is hallucinogenic?
Yeah,
It's pretty,
it's pretty
funny.
good. Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
You have
Oh,
7 unicorns. They're behind you.
You had another you, but he ran off.
Oh, that scoundrel. I don't have to give him a bargain.
Like, oh, I wish I could give you an inspiration.
Can I find out what wine I had? I haven't drank my wine yet. I've been drinking everybody else's.
Yeah, roll a D100.
Yeah, I would have rolled too, because I also
Okay.
just got high
That
instead.
24.
24. Artie, you look. Oh. You have a wine bottle that it is pure black. The fluid inside it looks thick, and the label on the bottle.
You get the wine version of death?
No, you got a wine that says Norzel's Finest Squid Ink.
Yes.
Ugh.
Do you drink it?
Yes.
Okay, roll me a con save.
Please fail.
You can choose to fail a con save.
Nah.
You
I know
super
it's a nice
fail.
talk. Yeah,
You firstly, it's not like it doesn't taste gross, I should say. With a name like Squid Ink, you would expect it to be gross. There is a hint of ocean to what you're drinking, but it tastes very savory and smooth, and it goes down. It's tasty. But then you immediately feel this burn hit you, and you're whoa. And then you're looking down at the bottle, and you see the shadows around your hand seem to encapsulate your fingers. You have advantage on stealth checks for the effects of
nice.
Squid Ink.
Oh god, and he's drunk, so impulse control is way down.
Yep, but I am also mooted out, so all of those erratic behaviors. We got a nice balance
true.
going.
Sure.
We have a really nice balance going.
Uh,
The most emotionally stable Artie's ever been.
Jericho,
Yeah,
you roll
yeah.
a 56.
I'm gonna cap that bottle and save it for later.
Okay. Your bottle is bright, like you didn't notice it at first. It is dark purple, and you see that there are some small silver bubbles emerging from the bottom as if out of nowhere. It is called Planar Guide.
Jericho is going to take a drink of that shit.
Roll me a con save.
He's
I
teleported
choose to
a different
fail.
dimension.
Okay. Roll me a d4.
Oh, that's a D6. Don't roll that. Can we... Whatever.
What?
Okay, hold on. I need to look up what this looks like. Hold on. One second here. Sorry, I didn't expect this.
Yeah, no, you're fine. This is what happens when we do what we do.
It's true.
Are these from your book of tables?
No, this is different. Okay. For a moment, as you take a drink of the Planar Guide, the fizz bubbles up on your tongue, and as you swallow it, it goes down not super smooth. It's not the best tasting alcohol you've ever drank, but as soon as it hits, it's like fizz just erupts, and you feel yourself suddenly cast out. You're suddenly not looking where you were a moment ago. Instead, what you see is brilliant flowing green hills and massive mountains, and down them you see just hundreds, thousands of warriors fighting each other in an endless battle. Constant, like, they're never dying. And you get a feeling a word comes to your mind. Valhalla. And then you blink and you're back. And you feel like just this elation, this sense of having witnessed heavens is with you. And you're where you are. Just very drunk now.
I put my hand on Artie's face. Artie,
What's up, man?
can you take a sip of this?
Yeah.
I give him a sip.
I'll take a fat swig.
Say hello to God.
Roll me a con save.
It's not going to be God this time. It's going to be something horrific.
It depends on
I
what he
know where I
rolls.
would go.
Oh, you didn't choose to fail. Lame.
I let the dice talk.
That's fair.
As you drink the Planar Guide, doesn't taste super great, but you feel the sense of just fuzziness and, well, you're already drunk. So now you're very drunk.
Yes.
The world is spinning around you. You kind of have this weird sensation. You think you see a strange pink floating jellyfish floating over one of the tents, and then it's gone. It's very confusing.
Just give it a thumbs up.
Okay.
That's all you have to say about Valhalla?
I have no clue what you're talking about, if I'm being honest. We're just kind of chilling on the bottom of the ocean, so. I guess I drank that underwater breathing potion. You got one too?
Wait, we were in the mountains, not oceans.
Nah.
No, Keep.
Hold your breath.
Okay.
Then. Yeah. I'll go back to laying back.
Okay. Tess, what you up to? Oh, you're boning. Never mind.
Yeah.
I was trying to actually hold my breath. You suck.
I totally forgot.
Oh, you're boning.
All right, Claudia, we're back to you. We'll get back to you in a minute. Yeah,
This is busy.
Claudia, we're back to you.
Claudia only drank that one cup. How long do you think it'll last?
About an hour. So it's you've been dancing for a while. You've been working like the action of moving and your metabolism flowing. You're sobering. You're not sober yet, but you're not as drunk as when you first started.
When Claudia kind of realizes, when she becomes more grounded in herself and her confident drunk persona, she definitely gets much more flustered
Okay.
and cannot meet his eye when she's dancing with him.
I think Thomas would notice that you are coming to, and he says, "You had quite a bit to drink. It seems
The
like."
thing is, I really didn't. I just haven't really done this a lot.
Well, what did you drink?
Glop a clog, blah 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 blah.
Can I see it?
Sure. Let's just say she has the bottle. She'll procure the bottle. Show it to him.
Oh, no wonder. Okay. That's orcish swill. It's... Look. And Thomas will, like, take the bottle and set it down. And he will look at you and he will say, "You saved my life, Claudia. I appreciate it. And I think you're very nice. Beautiful, even. You look fantastic tonight. But you were really fucked up. Like, you were really drunk, okay? Or at least you were."
I'm really not anymore. So if you want to keep dancing, that's okay with me too.
Is that what you'd like?
Yeah.
Well then, why are we mussing about?
I don't know.
And Thomas will pull you into a real dance. One that's not just a save the drunk girl from herself.
Yay.
Simic loves it. Jericho's gonna hate it.
You ain't gonna hate shit. You're mellow, thistled out.
Yeah.
At the
That's
moment.
a later problem.
That's a problem for future Jericho.
So, the party continues. All of you dance, you drink, you smoke, you have a good time. The question is, do you spend all night at this party until you collapse, or do you go back to the lodge? What do you do? Because, unlike what all of you were assuming, nothing terribly nefarious happens.
Can I find some bagpipes here?
100%.
I'm gonna find some bagpipes and play them.
Roll performance.
Okay.
You determine if you're drunk here, but you drank a
am
lot
drunk.
of wine.
I am
Okay.
drunk. I am proficient at bagpipes, but I am drunk.
Okay, roll me perception at
What world would you
disadvantage.
need to be proficient in bagpipes?
Perception or what'd you say?
Roll me performance at disadvantage,
Got it.
because you are drunk. What are you doing with Unseat Servant, Arnie?
No, I was just clicking it to make sure
Okay.
I knew I used it. I only get one cast of it a day.
22! So, as all these festivities are happening and things are slowing down, the heady experience of everything having just started kind of comes to a culmination as people are relaxing and sitting down, telling stories, eating various bonfire cooked foods.
Yum.
You start to play the bagpipes, and you play expertly. As you're playing, other caravanners, other individuals that definitely are not from the town, pick up their own instruments and they begin to play with you. The percussion that pounds through the camp is beautiful. At this point, Tess, it's been like 2 hours, so I imagine you haven't been boning this entire time.
Probably not.
But if you'd like, you can roll me either acrobatics or performance to see how you did.
Please do.
Sure. How good is that bonus? That is
This is a bone roll. Let's see how you do.
Roll to bone.
Bone zone.
pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Night, yeah, you did well. You impressed Mazith. And when you do eventually leave the tent, Mazith says, I'm coming back for you.
Oh, you sure can try, honey.
I already came once.
Oh.
Oh.
What? You
When are
okay?
you back in town? When are you back in town?
She kind of like holds her hands up and says, I don't know.
You didn't ask her any questions about this weird caravan?
You could stay.
No.
There was not much talking, my guy. There was not much talking.
They were busy.
I don't know how you bone.
She says, no, I can't stay. We have places to see and people to do.
Things to do, people to see.
Well, if you want to come back, I'm probably going to be around here for a little while.
I'll keep an eye out for you.
Do.
And as you emerge from the tent to bagpipes and music aplenty, all of you see, well, not all of you. Those of you who are super drunk definitely don't. But I would say Velen and Claudia, you two would notice Tess leave a tent with a dark-haired elf following. They probably look a little disheveled.
Oh, I mean, Tess would absolutely like kiss her outside of the tent.
Oh,
Like,
for
like, it is very clear what was happening.
Claudia's unsure, but she also gives a thumbs up.
The question is your shirt on backwards? Like, did you forget anything in there?
The armor's on backwards.
Honestly, her eyes are a different color. Is the thing that she would have forgotten.
Oh.
What color are they?
They're usually like if she doesn't work to change them, they are like a swirling silver.
So they're her natural eye color.
That's like her natural eye color.
I would say Velen would definitely notice. Claudia, roll me a perception.
I'm really flustered.
Yeah, you're occupied.
Yeah.
Potato.
But as all of you kind of reconvene around the center as Velen is playing the bagpipes, and the night begins to close. Any last chance? Anything you guys want to do before we move on?
Nobody's talked to Arania, which is amazing to
It
me.
is funny.
The host.
No,
I'll talk to Aranya.
things would have
drunk.
went very differently.
And I
if
just,
didn't smoke that new thistle.
I just played a rousing bagpipes
Yeah.
song. I'll go talk to Aranya.
Oh,
This can't go
rousing
wrong.
bagpipes? I don't think you go put
Rousing,
those two
not
together.
No.
Oh, okay.
Space
Not-
rousing.
Yeah, not arousing. Rousing.
Punctuation is important.
I mean, if
Uh,
Aranya is aroused by bagpipes, I don't think that's my fault.
I think that's entirely her problem. Yeah, you approach Aranya, and she is clearly enjoying the festivities that are happening around. She kind of has this look of contented peace. She's seated on a throne of branch that is clearly like it was on the cart, and she just pulled it off and set it here. And as she's seated in front of the bonfire, her feet are kicked up, and she looks at you as you approach, and she says, "Hello."
Hello. And
you-
Velen is very,
Yes.
like, just super fucking elaborate.
You've been
stage bow.
enjoying the party, I see.
We have. Thank you so much for the invitation.
You're quite welcome. It is, well, it's what I like to do.
You do this at every stop?
No. That would be... Well, that would just be unfair.
Unfair? How?
Because then none of them are ever special.
That's fair.
I
So
know.
that this is what you do? You just go around the world and throw parties?
People join as they wish, leave as they wish. I have a daughter out there somewhere.
How do you do it? I mean, you're crossing all kinds of political boundaries. You gotta pay for all this amazing wine somehow. Like, what's your secret?
You just... Things come and things go. And you either take them as they are, or you let them go.
Sounds like, it's either wisdom or bullshit. So,
It's your choice. Take it how you will, or let it go. And she sits back.
Damn. Damn.
Okay.
And we're
It's
just about
been
the
a-
smartest woman in the world.
it's been a lovely party. And I didn't expect to see it here. So, thanks.
Of course. We're around. We've kind of... There's no real order to where we go. We go where the winds take us. And in this case, the winds led to a road that happened to go through here, so...
You know where you're going next, or are you just gonna go wherever the winds go?
That's a good question. I never know the answer. Many people ask me it, though.
Yeah.
Life is much easier when you live in the moment.
What about, like, bandits and stuff? Anybody ever
Well-
attack your people?
Usually, whenever they do, we just convince them to have a drink instead.
Gnosis. Fascinating. Well, I guess wishing you safe travels is a little beyond the point, but I will anyway.
I appreciate your kind thoughts. And should you find yourself alone and weary, you're welcome to join us, as everyone is.
You really just let in anybody?
Mm-hmm.
So there's like, what if really lame people want to come?
They are lame for a reason.
What?
Reason they wouldn't want to join.
So anybody who wants to come is going to be the sort of person who should come, is what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying.
I guess that makes sense.
And most people, after they've been properly fed and showered and cleaned up, they're not so lame anymore.
I think some people, after they've been properly fed and clothed and showered, get 10 times as lame.
Then why would they come with us?
They would not.
Exactly.
And they'd probably make fusty, grumpy faces at you.
Mm-hmm. They'd get very grumpy when I say I don't know where we're going next, and they'd grump their way away from the caravan.
Yeah.
No longer my problem.
Must be nice.
I love
Anyway.
it.
Yeah. Like I said, it was great being here.
It was great having you.
Good night.
Farewell.
Then kind of wanders off like,
Okay.
having learned nothing.
Jericho wants to talk to Knuckle if we got time.
Sure. This is your party.
Try if I want
Yeah.
to.
Oh,
Old
Wow.
Knuckle is, he is seated on a broad stump with a couple of other burly-looking caravanners. You see that they are, they're wearing the garb that you would have associated with Terracona. Thick pelts and hide ponchos and such. And he looks over at you and he says, Jericho!
evening.
I see you've finally taken a load off those shoulders.
I have shoulders? Oh, I do have shoulders. Yes.
Maybe a little too far. Okay. Why don't you come
Yeah.
sit down?
And he'll sit down, and he'll pull out the bottle. He goes, "You've seen this before?"
The planar guide?
Yeah.
He looks at it and he says, looks like a Zephyr brew. Yeah, it's rolled across my table a couple times. Why?
Valhalla is what I learned from drinking this.
You're a lucky one then.
Oh,
Yep, it can send you all kinds of places.
further drinking is needed.
Maybe
not-
not right now.
I don't remember what I wanted to ask you.
Well, I'm sure it'll come back to you in the morning, along with all that iron you're keeping out of your head.
Iron?
It's a metaphor. Never mind, Jericho. Don't worry about it.
This is very cute, Jericho.
Sure. Yeah, no problem. I hope you enjoy the party, and I think I'm gonna head back to the inn. Have a good night.
You as well. And you hear he he basically says, good friend of mine. And the other two with him are just, they just chuckle at it. Okay.
And I head off back to the inn.
All right. The rest of you. Are you all, do you have anything else you'd like to do around the party? Or are you heading back to the inn?
Tess will stay as late as possible.
You can stay the night if you like.
Oh yes, absolutely, 100%.
Okay. Mizith is pleased to keep you the night. Claudia?
She'll kind of try to gauge Thomas's feelings, like if he's feeling tired and wants to go, and see how long he's willing to keep up the fun.
After like a good hour and a half of jovial dancing and such, he seems footsore and eager to take a load off. That doesn't mean necessarily leave. So if you want to spend time with him, you can.
Yeah.
Okay. You can spend the night here if you like.
Just getting to know each other, because they've never really had a chance to sit and talk before.
Okay. We can address that in an RP if you want to.
Ooh, yes, I would love to read that.
Okay. Artie. We're back to you.
Artie's gonna stay a little bit longer, but he's not going to sleep there. He's gonna spend the rest of his time telling a couple stories about the guns he invented when he was working at Castle Arms and
Okay.
Kraber's. And
We've never heard these stories.
You
I
could
can
have.
go through it if you want. Yeah. You guys ever hear that gun, the Split Shot 2000? Castle Arms? That was me. 2 shots, 1 gun, different targets. Fucking genius. Yeah.
I think an old captain of mine had something like that.
This guy right here. They try to take the credit, but it's all my genius.
Well, blow me down.
No, thank you.
It's
Don't say that when I'm this close down there.
What else? Tell me another. What else are you famous for, little Artie?
Well, unfortunately, I'm not famous. I've done quite a few things and made quite the inventions, but unfortunately, bigger people always like to take credit for what I do, and then they kick me out the first thing something blows up. You know, like one explosion and takes out half the store. Whoopsie. You know? You always want me to stick to the book. You know, stick to the book.
Well, sometimes people give us orders and directions, and we might not see why they did at the time, but they may know of a bigger picture than we do.
I think they're just scared of my genius.
Maybe that's it. Maybe you're right.
If not, I wouldn't have made this. I'd take out and pew pew up in the air. 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Okay.
And just let loose.
Several people are alarmed. No one stops you when it's clear you're not actually attacking anyone. The turtle like turns and goes, noisy.
Frank, shut up, Frank. He's not that bad. We'll talk about it later. Sorry. My daggers were yelling at each other.
I can't tell you how many times I've had the same problem.
Right? It's just non-stop, always. Bah, 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 bah.
Okay, we can have this turtle already
You're good.
back and
Yeah,
forth
you're
all
good.
night long.
But eventually, late night, he will go back to. He'll stumble his way back to the behind the inn.
Okay. Which means we are back. We're going to jump back to Gideon, who, as you are drinking, having conversation with the Drenir, the evening's slowing down, the door opens and a very drunken Jericho appears.
Hey, son, you
Man,
having a
yeah.
good time?
Oh, very good time. I saw Valhalla tonight.
Well,
Uh-oh.
It was kind of cool, but yeah.
Did someone hurt you, son?
No, and I'll pull out the bottle of alcohol. This.
All right. You didn't actually see Velen. Okay.
Well, no,
Guy.
no. Listen though, like I drank it, and then I was on the mountain watching people fighting, and
Right.
somebody whispered in my ear, Valhalla. So that's yeah, I was there.
That's amazing.
Uh,
You wanna... You look like you could use a lay down.
you got any food?
Yeah, of course I do.
I love some food.
Why don't you sit down? I'll get you a sandwich.
Okay, and I'll sit
kick the
right next
chair
to
out.
Gideon.
He kicked it out for you.
Junior comes back out a moment later with a very thick, like, slab of basically buffalo steak sandwich right in front of you. He looks over again. He's like, "Do you want one too? It's fresh on the burner."
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, no problem. And he heads back and for the company, it's on the house. And he hands you a steak as well.
Lifts
you
his
nice.
cup to him.
He takes a drink, and I think we can kind of assume that you do not throw up the food you've been given. If you eat the buffalo steak sandwich, hold on. Let me see how well Draenier did at it. That's a natural 19.
Oh, hell yeah.
So you each gain 10 temporary hit points.
Whoa.
Hell yeah.
He could just come with us.
Yeah,
He
Favorite.
hasn't been rolling that good before. What do you want?
he's rolled good on everything he's cooked. What do
That's
you mean?
not true.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
His lowest was a 7.
Oh, was
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
7 temporary hit points.
That was the highest beforehand. This is
Mm.
this is the best he's done so far.
Okay.
Anyway, it is delicious. It is got lots of protein, and the bread does a good job of soaking up the alcohol sitting in your gut. And you can feel yourself sobering, not aggressively so, but it does a good job of taking the edge off the alcohol. As this happens, we can say Artie appears less hammered, I suppose, but more smoked.
Yeah. Yeah, more smoked. Just mellow.
More smoked.
Randy, you got some of those fish and waffles?
Nope, but I got sandwiches. You want one?
Yeah. Yeah, oh, yeah.
All right, come take a seat, and Drenir will give you one too.
We'll take it.
I'm giving Liam the night off.
Who's Liam? Oh, yeah.
The night
Little Liam
tender.
Yeah.
School.
came out and helped us with all those spiders.
Yep.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Yeah,
Oh,
we had a problem with some spiders out back, and he came out and
Yeah.
gave us a hand with the bodies.
Oh,
Yeah.
You didn't see all those dead giant spiders back there?
No, because Liam launched him off. Remember?
No.
he didn't tell me about that. I assumed because he was worried for my constitution. I'm glad that he helped you.
Oh, you don't like you scared of spiders, Junior?
Maybe a little bit. There's
Nothing
nothing to be
wrong
ashamed
with
of.
that.
Yep.
Fucking things were like 7 times the size of me. Even the small ones are scary, but fucking bigger than me? Come on.
All right, let's quit talking about it then. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
It's fine. I'm not gonna get triggered by the mention of spiders. Although, as he says that, he's like looking around the room at like the corners of the building.
Right in your own backyard.
Sure about that?
He's like
Alrighty, stop
he's
it.
like scratching at
Please
like
stop it.
parts of it. Yeah, I'm fine. I just
Here, I got something, and I'll pull out some mellow thistle. You
nope.
want some?
Nope. I'm working right now, Jericho. I can't. I appreciate it.
It's calming though. It's not like anything.
Of that,
bad.
I'm sure. Nope.
It's not like death, you know?
Tell you what, do you want to leave me a little bit for later? I'd be happy to partake, but I
Yep,
can't.
here you
right
go. I'll set him a dose in front of him.
now.
Buzzing through these doses.
He kind of wraps it in a leaf and tucks it away and says, "That'll be perfect for relaxing after tonight. Thank you very much."
Indeed. He said, alcohol. Consider it even for the food.
What did you? All right,
I think he said it's a trade for the food.
I got
That.
All right, fair. We can make that deal. Anyway, the rest of your friends, they're still at the party.
I don't think. As soon as you say that, and he
Forgot
says,
about his
"I don't
sister."
think," he goes, "I don't think," and he just slams his hands on the table, and he goes, "Fuck, Claudia!" and he just runs out the door.
He really got him.
Oh,
The first
Sure
time in
did.
his life.
I think Velen does actually go back to the inn that night.
okay. You would
I don't think
pass
she's-
Jericho on his
Like
rush.
speeding off. She's like, "Well, okay. He's going real fast." She walks in and goes, "He's going real fast."
Well, he's half speed technically. He's not going that fast.
Well, I'm dashing, so I'm going normal speed.
Right. Just like got like a limp from a sore leg. Just
This seems a little fucked up.
Claudia, in your
Yeah.
conversations with Thomas, why don't you roll me a general charisma roll, just a straight one, to see how your conversation goes?
My modifier is not good, so I have 1 inspiration left, so it's probably gonna go to this.
I have 3. I got you.
Oh, that actually worked really well.
18.
I sure did.
Okay.
That's a 19 because I have a +1.
Okay. I don't know how the written RP is gonna go.
Yeah.
But
She's
with
being
a-
more herself, which is meek and soft-spoken.
I think, canon, as Jericho emerges into this clearing, Thomas would kiss Claudia.
Yes.
With a 19
Yes!
charisma.
Oh, I'm not even there.
You're not even there.
He is mellow thistled out.
Is that
No
a
longer he is not.
Okay.
Oh, what does he do? How does he handle this? I did not expect this. Oh, fuck.
No
Can I
mellow
give you?
thistle?
Can I give you an inspiration?
Nope,
roll
I
that so you don't
refuse
go
it.
crazy?
Nope.
I'm about to use one of my fucking inspirations.
Oh, man.
Are you gonna ruin this for your sister, Jericho?
Okay, so Jericho, you
I
emerge
have
in
one
the clearing.
question.
What do you do?
As he sees this and he walks over, what is Claudia's reaction?
She's grinning like an idiot.
He will do nothing in this moment, but he will remember this.
And he walks up to them.
No, he is going to remember this. Something will come of this later, but not in the moment.
Okay.
So he's on the fringes of the party, just like.
Thank God for the mellow thistle.
He will wait for the appropriate time to go talk to his sister.
It's not budget, so you know.
He's apparently got all night now. So,
Okay.
he'll wait.
I think we will leave that there to
Yep,
handle
perfectly
later.
fine.
That's kind of hilarious.
So glad I rolled well.
It fits. Artie, what's your situation here? As you're eating the sandwich, you are recovering from the alcohol. You got anything else you're trying to do tonight?
He's gonna tinker. But like,
Of course.
in a
Drunken
way
tinker.
you've never seen him tinker.
Just chill,
Slow, methodically, just taking his time. Usually he seems hectic, chaotic, frustrated yet happy. This is just slow and like he's a old clock worker just working on a clock.
I'm going to say, whatever you're tinkering on tonight, you have advantage.
Okay,
Because you're moving at a
Nice.
slower pace. You're paying attention
Yeah.
to what you're doing.
gotcha.
You're not getting in your own way.
Yep.
Velen, you've head back to the inn. So, a couple minutes after Jericho went sprinting out, Velen appears. And Drenner looks at you and says, "Hey,
Hey,
welcome back. Do you have a good time?"
it was a pretty good party. I partied out. But it's a pretty good party.
You want a sandwich, Ellen?
Yeah,
I'll
you
get
want a sandwich?
Sounds great.
It's my kitchen. I got it. And
I meant I'd buy it for her, sir, but okay.
oh, well, here, you know what happens when you assume. And Drenner goes into the kitchen.
Thanks. That's great. Oh, Drenier just left. Somebody said he needed minstrels.
What? And Drenner says from the other room as he comes back with a large sandwich that he places in front of you.
It's enormous.
Yep.
I love it.
Do
I
your
love it
best.
so much. I'm gonna eat the shit out of it.
I'm gonna eat the shit out of it.
Do you? Somebody told me you needed minstrels,
Who?
and I don't remember.
All
Was it
right.
Old Knuckle? I think Old Knuckle said you needed minstrels. Do you
That's
need
Old-
minstrels?
Great. Yeah, I plan on. Why? You're not gonna do anything about it right now. You're hammered out the side of your head.
That's true. Pretty drunk.
Any plan you make right now is worth its weight in wet water.
I've made some pretty great drunk plans.
Great. Let's make them when you're sober and we can actually.
I
do
don't
something.
remember any of them right now.
Of course not.
I'm gonna eat this sandwich.
Yep, you do that.
I'm gonna eat all of the sandwich. It's so big.
As you do that, Drenyer also sets just a cup of coffee in front of you.
That's probably a good call. She's
Yeah.
pretty slashed.
see Artie in the corner take out a giant werewolf head out of his bag. That's probably rotting and shit. It's been in there for a day or so.
Yep, it's pretty gross.
Yeah, I don't want this anymore.
Ugh.
Junior, right? Can you like mount it or something? I don't know if that's
That is
rude, but-
long.
That's so fucked up.
Disgusting.
Please get that out of the main hall. Throw
I
it.
love that.
Where are you?
Biohazard.
Throw it in the
Oh,
woods. We'll deal with it in the
Okay.
morning.
We can burn it.
We can
then
if a
just-
bear doesn't come get it. Just get it out of here.
Ooh.
Yeah, I do so. I just wanted it out of my inventory.
Yeah, I want it out of my fucking tavern.
Yeah, whoops.
You
Yeah.
boil it, you can keep the skull.
Artie steps
I-
back into the inn, and
Gross.
as he does, Jericho appears in the doorway.
Jericho's
all right?
back.
Yep,
He's all right.
Where's Claudia?
he's all right.
Oh.
She's fine. Yep, she's fine. And
Sounds like,
he'll come sit down.
Sounds like she managed what she was trying to do. Good for her.
He'll reach out and put his finger on your mouth.
Velen licks it. Because she's drunk. There's a finger on her mouth.
It's 100% what a drunk person.
He's gonna put it in your ear.
Ah!
Oh, what will he?
It's real sibling banter, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit,
Yeah.
Artie, you gotta smoke this shit every day.
I don't have that much of it. You
We'll
gotta
find it. That'll be
bury
our
it.
new mission.
Cultivate it.
I don't remember what we were doing before. We
Well,
can just get more of this.
do you just want to grow it and kind of like
Just
be
go off
farmers?
and- yeah, go off and live a simple life, you know? Minimal stuff.
You
Just happy.
you know what you need to do to be a farmer?
Nope.
You
Yeah.
gotta buy
You
buy
farm
land.
stuff.
You gotta buy land.
You can just take it.
I'm sure we can
Just
talk to
like-
the
Take it.
mayor.
Just
We can
live
talk
just
to the
there.
mayor.
You two gonna settle down together and start homesteading?
Yeah. As long as I got this shit, yeah.
That's valid, and I support you.
It's better than the life I came from anyway, so I accept.
Well, you
I
get
have like one thought at a time. It's amazing.
you get yourself some tenants, and then you're basically nobility.
Yep.
And Velen carries on like that for an inordinate amount of time.
Laughing to herself.
Just laughing about how funny that is, which it isn't. It is not funny. It's
You
just
didn't get the joke. He's
I'm-
still sitting there like, yeah.
I'm going to say the evening. Well, now it's late at night.
Yeah.
The night proceeds on. All of you do eventually find your way to a bed, having such a interesting and entertaining evening at the hands of the Aranya caravan.
Before we end, can I add a little coda for Tess?
Yeah.
So she'd obviously stay the night. Like, I think she might be the only one that's not coming back that night.
Claudia might not. She said that she was
Oh,
still
yeah,
staying.
no, you're staying too, yeah, Claudia.
I don't know if she was boning, but she's not.
Oh, Probably not.
Ooh,
It's
give
because
Jericho
it's
a reason.
Claudia. No, it's Claudia, so she's gonna take it slow, but she would probably stay there and just like sleep next to him if he
Cute.
is into it.
My
Probably.
man Jericho's not getting no sleep tonight. Another point of exhaustion.
Oh
No,
God.
Jericho is going to sleep.
Okay.
Angry
Whether he has to drink more, he's going to sleep.
I'm gonna say after the amount of alcohol you've drank and the mellow thistle you smoked, you're not gonna have any hard. Even with the worries, you're not gonna have a hard time falling asleep. You're just basically gonna lay down like fucking Thomas.
So I think that by morning, like this is the first time Tess hasn't like been relaxed at all this whole time, and here, surrounded by people that she doesn't know, I think actually she would wake up in the morning and she would not look like, well, she wouldn't look like Tess. She would look like a changeling. She would have kind of steel blue skin, and her hair is kind of white and really close cropped. She looks actually kind of malnourished, in this form. And like she wakes up in the tent in a different form than the one that the party is used to. Obviously they are not seeing it, but like that's how she would awake. I don't know if her bedmate would see that or not.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
The elf would notice, and when she sees that you are a changeling, she would say, "Why didn't you mention? We could have had so much fun with that."
Could have been more creative.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Oh. Sorry.
I don't really like myself like this.
Just be yourself. With everyone you're with. And if they're worth being your friend, they'll like it.
If you can stay the morning, I'll stay like this for the morning.
I'm not going anywhere. The caravan doesn't leave till the afternoon.
Oh.
Alright. You're on. I'll stay like this until then.
I mean,
Good.
Claudia might even see you and be like, "Who's that? I don't know."
Yeah.
Yeah. A gray chick?
Don't know her.
So the environment of just free expression, free spiritedness, and hedonism is one that a changeling could definitely be comfortable in. And that is expressed in the fact that no one here is bothered at all.
Probably changelings in the caravan.
There certainly are. Your lover does not care and is in fact instead excited by the idea of you being a changeling. So, that being said, everybody can press the long rest button.
Yes, one last point of exhaustion.
And we will call it there for the session. The
And
party
level
episode.
5.
Claudia walks back to the fucking lodge. The sun's rising. She has her heels in her hand. She's just
Jericho
she
is waiting.
thrilled. She just looks like she had the best night of her life. And she meets Jericho at the door, and that's where we're gonna start.
Thank you all for playing. This was a really
Thought
fun.
Velen would be awake, she'd fucking applaud, but I don't. I think she's just unconscious somewhere.
This was a very fun episode.
That was great. Everybody just went ham. It was amazing.
We should do reverse votes. Just let me go first.
You're ready to go?
I'm ready to go. And it's
What
not going to
else?
make sense to anybody here, but I have to give it to Dooch because of a reference that was made earlier that connected this game to another one I played in, and I just loved it so much. Your story about creating the gun that showed up in another game I played with Echo, it just connected the whole world for me, and it
split
was
shotgun?
wonderful.
I just made that up on the spot.
No, there was a double-barreled gun that you had referenced when
okay.
you were...
Yeah, I messaged Echo. I was like, "Is that the same type of gun from this game?" And he was like, "Oh yeah." And I was like, "I love that so much. I gotta give it to you, even though
I made it up on the spot.
Yeah,
Oh, look at that.
It
He's
just
tying things together intentionally.
There
it
it
felt
is.
so natural. I was like, "Did they plan that? That's cool."
No.
Nope.
Okay, that's a good one. Dooch, you got the first vote.
I gotta give it
next-
back to him.
Oh, calm
Oh,
down,
I
we'll
thought you
get
said
to
it's
you.
mine.
Oh, no, you just
Uh,
got the first one.
Sal, alphabetically,
me.
you're up because we're going backwards.
I would like to give it to Gideon because I really enjoyed listening to the dad's conversation. I thought that was great. I did think about several others because there was a lot of fun RP tonight, but I really liked Dad and Dad.
Dad and Dadder.
Okay, Emily, remembered Orison.
Also very difficult. I was writing down lines I loved all night. I loved "Where do you keep your coin?" from Artie and "Shut up, Frank." Is he looking for companionship from Claudia? And then Gideon's, like, my favorite of Gideon's was, "I have to explain things very specifically and explicitly these days." Like, it's really hard to choose, but I actually have 3 different lines for Jericho, so I think I have to give it to Jericho. I know you already got inspiration for "I'm joining the caravan," but, like, oh my god, so good.
That was so funny.
And also, "I have shoulders" was choice. And I saw Valhalla tonight. Like, just
It's such a good thing to say when you're drunk.
the drunken. Like, I'm almost kind of sad that Tess didn't get drunk herself, but like the drunken like RP was
I
just
think everybody playing drunk was very convincing.
it was delightful. I
We've all
loved
been
it.
drunk before, apparently.
Apparently so. All right,
Thank you very much.
Pen.
I'm gonna give it to Tess because she just went so hard with Tess today, with landing a partner for the evening just right off the bat, and kind of just taking this new atmosphere and becoming somebody that nobody had ever seen before. And then just I like the little things you do, like you let slip that her eyes are a different color, and that's like these little background things that I don't think of myself, and then you reference these, and then her waking up because she's so not on guard for once that she's just herself for the first time in the entire campaign, and it's like I like that stuff.
Me too. 17 frogs in a trench coat.
It's a hard one. I think as much as I liked seeing another side to Tess, that was good too. I think I have to give it to Jericho just because it was really.
That was a different side of Jericho too.
Yeah, I think it was especially nice to see a different side to Jericho and see some of that depth. And he had he was being funny and he made me giggle. So.
Yeah. Well done.
I appreciate it.
Dooch. Finally to you.
I'm giving it to Jericho. Not only for getting me on that caravan line, but to be able to completely do a different side of a character, but still make it seem very realistic for that character is not easy to do.
Mhm.
And you made it seem very natural. Like it was just, this is what the nice side.
This
of
is who
would
Jericho
be.
could have been if he wasn't fucking traumatized.
Yeah,
Could have been
exactly.
like a nice guy.
To be able to go from one end of the spectrum and do it pretty fluently, give it to him. Honorable mentions to everybody else. It was good session though, RP wise.
Simic. You've won the player's vote.
I have 3 inspirations already though.
So now you
So
have
now
4.
you have 4.
Oh, I thought there was a limit of 3.
No.
Hold on. Okay, let me mark that down.
I have 3.
Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it. It was super great session tonight.
Can't
I had
wait
a
to
lot of
re-listen to
fun.
it.
I'm glad everybody had a good time. The party
I
episode.
do think that the party episode was a really good call here because there was so much tension, and I think it just like thematically, not just for the characters and the players, but just like thematically getting a break in the story here, a very good call as both for gaming wise and just part of the narrative. So
Yeah,
good
agreed.
call.
The dice tell the story. I rolled to see what was going to happen this session, and I rolled Araña's caravan. So
Is anybody fucking scared that Lilibel hasn't shown up yet? I'm a little
No.
worried.
We'll worry about that when we're sober.
Go smoke some mellow.
Ah.
That's
It's just gonna be like, hey,
like-
Jericho,
it's
you got
next week's
some
problem.
more?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You created
That's
a
next week's
monster.
problem.
Thank you all for joining me tonight. I had a great time. I'm going to get this up to YouTube as quick as I can. In the meantime, I'll see you all next session.
Yeah, thank you guys for playing. See you next week.
Bye.